to a belated Friday the 13th ish themed dread game.
Saturday the 14th.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
It's one extra day scarier than Friday the 13th.
Yeah, 1 day scarier. We're that much closer to Halloween.
Whoa! Also, happy October to everybody. Why don't we go around? Actually, I'll start. I'll introduce myself in the game. So, I'm Mally, if you don't know, and we are playing Dread, which is a role-playing game where instead of rolling dice, you pull from a Jenga tower. Very scary. And once the Jenga tower falls, your character dies. So you have the option of not pulling, but things are just going to get worse and worse for you until you pull, and will probably die. So that's kind of the basic premise of the game. So you guys want to go down, introduce yourselves and your characters?
Okay, I'll start off. You want to fight or something?
No, I just realized I didn't make up a name.
Yeah, I didn't have that as the question. So
I don't have a name either. I'm the producer of this spooky find some ghost hunters TV show, and they're my crew, but we'll get to that later. And I'm in charge of making sure that the ratings are going well and that the TV station still likes us and that my name doesn't get soiled by these idiots.
Do you want to give, like, one or two answers from your questionnaire that you think are pertinent for people to know?
Well, some of these are, like...
very personal. I'm not sure.
Some of these are secrets.
Yes.
A lot of these are secrets,
Yes.
actually. Okay. What made me choose the Museum of the Weird as the location for the season finale? It has so much stuff we could never get it all in a regular episode, so the extra-length finale was the only way. Not to mention, it's locally famous, so people have been itching for us to finally get to it. And when faced with a dangerous situation, I back away cautiously and smartly because I know better than these other fools than to just rush in despite danger.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, and do you have a name for your character? We can...
Mark
Producer.
Mark Producer Man.
Yes.
It's a family name. Producer Man.
Family business.
Alright. My name is,
His real name is
Sean
Nick.
O'Donnell.
His real name is Nick, though.
My real name is Nick. My character's name is Sean O'Donnell. I am the co-host of this here spooky show. I used to be like a sort of rednecky type dude, but eventually I escaped from my shitty podunk town and came to make it big. And, yeah,
On a shitty ghost hunting
I went to
show.
college and stuff, so like I'm good.
Hey, this is big.
A big flop.
This is a big deal. I'm the first person in my family to ever graduate high school.
Oh, Cat.
I'm the first person in my family to ever
Excuse
graduate
you.
middle school.
Oh my god.
My family, they're not really all about the smarts. They like raise trucks and mudding and fishing and hunting.
Like, spray him. He's licking
I can't.
the thing.
Go away. Stop. Oh, that hurt my heart so bad. I didn't want to do it. They made me, Cat.
It's just water. He's licking his face.
He's like, blah, 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 blah,
He's
blah.
good.
So yeah, I'm the co-host of this here show. I've definitely tried to hide my redneck roots, but everyone knows it. Oh well.
And a couple of questions from your questionnaire that you think you can share. There are a lot of secrets. These guys are
We're
not
full of
kind
secrets.
to one another. That's why their hair is so big.
Yeah, it's no secret that I think I should be the sole host of the show,
Oh.
even though the other host has been here longer.
We're all terrible.
I'm more charismatic. I know how the millennials think, having gone through college and gotten in touch with my Instagram tweets. The other guy's just, well, he's a bit older, a bit more out of touch. Didn't really get it.
I put avocado on my toast, y'all. I get millennials.
When faced with a dangerous situation, how do you react? I just sort of slip away in the confusion. I don't try to avoid calling attention to myself. I don't run away screaming. I just sort of, oh, where'd that guy go? Oh, he's gone. So
they can put the same thing, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the cameraman's like, wait, where's everyone?
Where is everybody? Where'd they go? you deal with danger.
Oh, well, first I gotta introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jelly Edwards. Nice. I said my name. And I am playing the cameraman who I was watching a video about a certain incident that happened with McDonald's recently.
Did that certain incident involve a car being traded for a condiment?
A car?
Someone traded their car for a
Whoa.
Someone traded their car? Well, it involved a special sauce packet, and I watched a video on this, and I got inspired.
Yeah, she's talking Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce at
Yeah.
McDonald's.
I don't know. I inspired to make the cameraman literally the worst. Like, he's just the bad parts of all fandoms, and he's arrogant and rude and just terrible.
Luckily, we don't get to hear his voice very often.
His name is Carl. I didn't come up with a last name. I literally looked at these things right here and went, Applewood. Carl Applewood.
Carl Applewood. I like it.
What?
Yeah, and kind of want to talk about my experience, but at the same time, it's like my secret.
What's your favorite show?
The episode. Tell
Tell
about the episode.
Oh, okay. So I want
Jeez.
to. We'll talk about danger situation and everything. But I think really highly of myself. I think I am an artist, and you don't understand my work. You think you're the star of the show. Who makes you look good? I do.
Yeah, by comparison.
Anyways.
Fucking God, dude. Get roasted. You're not even ever on camera.
Well, I don't have to be on camera to, be good at my job.
Whoa.
Anyways, where's the question? When faced with a dangerous situation, how do you react? Well, I try to stay calm and be smart. What is this dangerous situation? Can it truly harm me? If not, how can I show the stupidity of the situation and why it's stupid to be afraid? If it's dangerous, I can physically fight it off and show others how not to be a little bitch.
Okay,
Well,
thank God someone
while
else
you
was
were-
spoiled to be.
While you were studying in film school,
I was studying
I
the
was
blade.
studying the blade.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then, what's your favorite episode of the show that you filmed? Ooh, yes. My favorite was definitely the one in Winchester Mansion. I literally took, the most spookiest place I've ever been to. Interesting architecture and lighting gave me the freedom to create beautiful shots. Definitely one of my best. In fact, the mansion's tourism committee decided to use shots from the episode as part of their advertising campaign this year. I get nice royalties out of that.
I'm constantly surrounded by idiots.
Yes.
My
No one
inferior
understands.
Everyone put that, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're better than they really are.
Yep.
All a bunch of assholes.
Oh, I love his guilty pleasure.
Oh, you can say it.
My guilty pleasure. I can't deny that I love watching Keeping with the Kardashians while in the bubble bath, but tell no one. If someone asks what my favorite show is, it's Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick.
Shortly followed by Steven Universe.
Oh, man.
Jesus. I generally actually do like Rick and Morty.
It's a good show. Just calm down, guys.
Yeah.
So a few of you guys have secrets that only a few of the other people in the cast know. So why don't you tell the pertinent people what they know about you?
Oh, but does the person who does it, this person won't know?
I trust
We
you all
won't-
to
we
not
won't
metagame
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
role
yeah.
playing.
Okay, so you won't know.
Yeah.
I have my biggest secret, and only the producer knows. So, Matthew, you know my secret.
Okay. You also know mine.
Great, this works.
Friendship.
What's one secret about yourself you wish nobody knew, and then who on the crew knows it? My one secret? I lied on my resume to get my first job as a cameraman. I said I went to the most famous film school in the world. The recruiter didn't ask questions after seeing my skills. The only person who knows is the producer. He wanted someone good at their work, so he checked my background. But he didn't mind that I lied because I had the work ethic, camera knowledge, and skills to back it up.
He was the cheapest one that they were willing to hire.
Yeah, I am terrible.
Good.
So wait, what's my secret?
So my secret is that I have an extreme fear of heights. Even looking over balconies makes me nauseous. And during filming at a spooky house, the cameraman
The Winchester Mystery House.
The cameraman noticed my demeanor and harassed me about it later until I went belly up and spilled the beans.
Wow. Okay, I'm probably going to tease you while we're in this museum of weird. That's
Okay.
perfect because the Winchester Mansion has a door on their second story that you open, and it leads to nothing. It leads to literally a 40s.
Yeah,
I
when
think-
I saw that this one's favorite episode was the Winchester Mystery House, and she knew that secret.
It's
That was
perfect. It works.
I
Guys,
know.
they filled out their questionnaires completely
I know.
independently.
I know.
That
I'm
was great.
It's no big deal.
My secret, the cameraman knows it.
Oh, okay.
It's that I was kicked out of my house after getting a girl pregnant after a rodeo. I don't know where she is or what she's doing. We were just stupid. Banged in a
Got a
barn.
girl pregnant after a rodeo.
Trying to think of the most
Banged in a
stereotypically
Oh my
redneck things I can
God.
think of, but that's like kind of it.
After the rodeo.
I've never even touched dirt before. in real life, my character like lives in dirt or something.
You're like Pigpen, there's just a cloud everywhere.
Yeah.
Wait. Where on the rodeo did you get her pregnant?
On the back of a bull.
On the back of the ball, yeah. Hell yeah.
You held on for 8 seconds, and that's how long it took to get her pregnant.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
But yeah, my school was all about the abstinence-only sex education, so we didn't know what condoms were. I put it on my finger.
Okay. Alright. You don't need to keep going. We get it.
So you got kicked out of your house because you got a girl pregnant.
Yeah,
At a
no
rodeo.
premarital sex. So they
They
their
gave you the boot.
their dad shotgun wedding me, but I ran away.
Wow. All right. Are
Great.
you
I don't
actually
even-
wait? Are you married to the girl or no?
I don't even know her name.
Wow. Okay. It wasn't like Darlene or anything.
I mean, odds are.
Sorry to any
Let's be real.
Darlenes in the
sorry,
audience.
Sorry, Darlene.
Great. So, a little bit of background. This is the season finale for a paranormal investigation show.
What is the show called?
The show is called... The show
Unexplored
is,
Secrets.
Hey, producer, you're the one who put this pitch together, so why don't you give us a name?
Ghost Watchers.
Unexplored Secrets.
The Mysteries of the Paranormal with host name.
And the host,
With host name and co-host.
so the host, I know in a lot of the questionnaires, the host was referred to as male. This is actually female.
Oh, I never said. I said they.
Yeah,
I said he, but
yeah. The
I
host.
guess I was wrong.
I have no idea what I said.
Yeah, it's because we were gonna maybe have a fourth player who's a dude. So, yeah.
What's her name?
Her name is Rebecca Silverton. You know that's not her real name, but she won't tell you what her real name is.
The
Her
Mysteries-
real name is Darlene.
That's the real horror story.
Oh my god.
Goodness.
Paranormal investigation paternity test.
Oh my god.
Get on
That's
Maury.
like the subtitle.
You can put this over there.
Yeah.
You are the father.
Surprise, that's how the ratings are gonna go up.
Yeehaw.
The real horror is the girl you impregnated.
Oh my
She like
God.
takes off her wig and it's like shakes it. You remember me?
The real
Those
horror.
8 seconds we spent on that bucking bull were the best moments
you-
of my life.
Bulls have names. Bulls have names. You gotta say the bull's name.
Fernando.
Yes.
No. Oh my god.
The real horror is parenthood.
We'll have like a
Yeah.
16 and pregnant TV show afterwards.
Yep. That's
The
pivot.
Mysteries of the Supernatural with of the Paranormal with Rebecca Silverton
And baby daddy.
and Baby Daddy. No, that's your rapper name. He just does like fills. This is like some awful like one of those like shorts from the Rick and Morty episodes, you know, where they do like 15 in a row.
Yes.
This is the
Two
interdimensional
brothers.
cable
Yeah.
episode of Dread.
Oh my goodness.
One of them just raps while the other one does the show.
And it's just 2 people.
Answer my eyes.
And a
Johnson.
bull.
And a bull named Fernando.
That's right. I can't feel pain. I'm Miles Johnson.
Great. No, but seriously. So, the thing for you guys to know about this host is she is notoriously difficult to work with.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is constantly getting people kicked off of the show.
Yep.
Not the first cameraman. Not the first person. Well, the first actual co-host who made it past like this screen testing. Just a terrible person. All of these people are just terrible.
We're all terrible people. That's what showbiz is. Terrible people who smile.
No offense to any actual showbiz
No, we're
people.
not.
Unless you are terrible, in which case, feel bad.
Don't be terrible. That's my advice.
Unless that's what you need to get ahead, in which case, do what you need to do.
Great. So, you guys are...
Mixed messages here.
You guys are on your way to the infamous tourist trap, the Museum of the Weird. Many of you guys have seen Gravity Falls at home. It's sort of like the Mystery Shack, only on steroids. So basically, you guys arrive on location, and it's in kind of like a woodsy area just off the highway in Portland,
Oregon.
It's in Oregon.
Nice.
Yes. And
Is this one of them East Coast places?
Oh,
I
that's right.
know.
He's the first in his family to graduate middle school.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a big two-story mansion, and waiting inside for you guys is, you guys are here to meet with the owner of the Museum of the Weird, who's going to tell you all the backstory. You're going to get some of it on film. It's going to be great. And then you guys are going to spend the night here.
Beautiful.
In the Museum of the Weird. Doors locked. No exit.
In my head, I think they always portray that these two are alone, but you don't. I'm here. The producer's here. The whole editing crew is here. Not the editing crew. Are they here?
Camera.
No, it's probably just us, really. Me
Yeah.
supervising the cameraman, and then them.
Yeah.
It would get too
much.
too much if there's.
It's a party.
Yeah, no, they do all the editing off-site. Great.
That's so many drags are flowing around my head right now.
So, this two-story mansion looms ahead of you guys. There's a giant sign out front that says Museum of the Weird in a stereotypical creepy font that doesn't cost any money to license.
Nice.
But it's very well done.
It's that one that has the like dripping.
Yeah, it's chiller.
Yes.
Yes.
There it is. That's exactly it.
It's chiller. So, when you walk up, the front doors are open and you can see inside to the foyer ticket counter kind of area.
I don't want to look at your stuff.
Now, do you guys want to like talk about what the game plan is here on the like when you're interviewing?
I'm
or
adjusting my lips.
have you guys already gone over that?
All right, Mr. Producer, you take the lead.
All right, so we're going to go into this house, and you guys, you know the spiel. Oh, what's that? Hey, and then we're gonna get it, and you got the like the night lens,
Do I have the night lens, please?
the whatever it's called.
Night vision.
Night vision.
Yeah.
What do you take me for, a novice? Of course I
An amateur?
We fired someone before because they forgot it, so stick with it.
Yeah, well, that person wasn't as good as me.
Yeah, and you're not much to live up to, says Rebecca.
Okay, well, this is kind of our big break. This is the season finale, double length. There's a lot of stuff to go through in here, so
Well, you saying we could get a second season if we do good?
maybe.
We could get a second season. That's cute. This is your first episode.
It's the first
Wait, okay,
episode?
wait.
What?
First
I thought he
episode.
was in the other stuff.
It's your first like double time episode.
What was I doing before?
All of them have been like 30 minutes. This is an hour. Or actually, let's say that they were an hour and this one is a 2-hour special.
Was I not in any of the other episodes?
No, you were in like a couple of the other ones.
Yeah, you were like a guest. It was like a fill-in, like to see if you work with the crew. You're
Okay.
not officially billed yet.
Yeah, she's still the titular character.
No.
Wow.
That's what got her the job.
Get the titular.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Great. So Rebecca is like, okay, are we done here? Are we good? Does everybody know what we're doing?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, are you all good? You got your all hair done and all that? Make sure you're all pretty for when, a spider falls in your face and you mess your hair up and your wig falls off and all that?
I giggle to the side, remembering a previous moment where I saw spiders in her hair.
I mean, that did translate over very well.
Yeah. I'm always good. And she stomps in, like, she stomps a little bit, stops right in the doorway, tosses her hair just a little bit, puts on this big fake smile, and looks over her shoulder and says, "Are you getting any of this?"
Gestures to cameraman.
Yeah.
I'm just staring at her like
Staring at
I'm
the
like
camera.
mad.
Alright, Bucko, hop on in there.
Hey, it's your boy, Shadow Donald.
I
Give
give
away
you
what's
this.
going on!
They give me this like. I can't say anything. I'm the cameraman, but.
And as
I'll
you
say-
guys are
I'll
kind
say
of
that.
walking, like, before Rebecca walks all the way in, she turns back to you, Mr. Producer Guy, and is like, "Wait, remind me of the owner guy's name again?"
The owner guy?
Yeah.
Who owns the museum?
Grunkle Stan.
It's Michael Caswell.
Michael Grunklestan.
Michael Grunklestan.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just call him Stan.
Stan.
We'll leave it
Stan the
there.
man.
Great. So she walks in and says, "Hi, Stan. I'm Rebecca Silverton, and this is my co-host. So can you tell us a little bit about the background of this Museum of the Weird?"
How good's your
Sure,
Grunkle Stan
nice
voice?
to meet you.
You know.
I'm the devil's right-hand man.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So he looks at you guys.
You can make it Sue if you want. His is a really funny voice.
Oh, Seuss.
Seuss, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, jeez, dude. Oh,
Dude,
God, I don't know.
let me get you my boss.
He is the boss. He's the owner.
No, forget it.
No. We're making a reference. We're riffing.
Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that show, but your character has.
You know, Alex Hirsch does Seuss and Grunkle Stan's voice.
Yep. So, Stan looks at your ragtag crew, and he looks very starstruck. Well, yeah, so I'm Stan. I'm the owner and proprietor of this fine establishment here. So basically what we have is a collection of oddities, the macabre, all of that, all housed in one of the most infamous homes in this area of the United States. Chicago had H.H. Holmes in his murder castle.
Do we have someone with a boom mic?
The boom mic's like underneath the camera or something.
Or do I hold that and hold the camera?
No. It's like on the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a mic right there.
Okay.
It's
up
like
in your
it's
guys'
like
face,
it's like an interview portion where you're like
Yeah.
right next to his face.
And he keeps looking at the camera. Like, he keeps, like, not looking at the
I'm like-
host.
And I look at you, I look at him, and I'm just like,
You cut that out. It's like, hey!
What are you guys all pointing at? am I doing something wrong? Is there
Just
something in my
talk.
teeth?
Just talk to the girl.
Oh, okay.
I take one step back and say, oh, I was better without her, and then I point it back.
Let's try it again.
Okay, so, is what I said good? Should
No,
I?
yeah,
You're
you're doing great,
I think,
Stan.
talk a little louder. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, my name is Stan, and I am the proprietor and owner of this fine establishment here in the Pacific Northwest. It's one of the preeminent tourist locations. We get tons of people from all over the United States who want to come for all of these occult oddities and all of the cool stuff we have in here, and also for some of the history. So what you may not know, if you have been living under a rock or in Arkansas. He waits for a laugh. He waits for a laugh.
I say, add a laugh track.
Yeah, so, basically, we are one of the most famous murder sites in the area. Chicago has H.H. Holmes and his big murder castle thing. Not a lot of people talk about Judith Anderson. Yes. She was a real fine lady, supposedly. I've never met her because this all happened in, like, the early 1900s. So basically, what happened was she inherited all this land when her family died. She built this giant house, and little did the townspeople know, but she basically set it up so it was like some big murder trap. So she had walled off rooms that other people couldn't get to. She had chutes leading from the first floor down to the basement where she had a crematorium, which is where she'd get rid of the bodies and then sell all their junk for money. And, she killed her first husband, and her second husband, and her third fiancé, and all of her third fiancé's children.
Wow.
But that is not even the spiciest part of the story. The spiciest part of the story comes about...
She once had premarital sex.
about 65 years later. So it was like, 60s, 70s, free love, hippies, Manson era, and we had our own cult who took up worshipping Judith. So they bought the house. It was totally condemned, piece of shit kind of place. They built it up, and they made their home here, and then they converted the basement into the area where they would perform satanic rituals. Started out, small animals would disappear, people were like, where's my dog? The dog would turn up gutted, that sort of thing. And then it started to be like, hey, where's my kid? And the kid would turn up gutted.
Sorry. Goes from
where's my gutters? And then the gutters would turn out gutted. It's like...
So basically
where's my wife?
there was a string of child murders, and I think 6 or 7 kids were found dead, and it all got traced back to the cult. They were starting to move on to virgins, teenagers, not just kids. And they caught them right when they were about to sacrifice the mayor's daughter.
Sean tries really hard not to look at the cameraman.
So basically, they sold the house. I heard about the history. I wanted to open up this museum of the weird. It had some traveling exhibits that I would bring to conventions and stuff like that, because I'm a huge horror movie and true crime aficionado. So when I found out that this house was being foreclosed on because the town didn't do shit to maintain it because a bunch of kids got murdered here, I was like, great, this is a great place to open a museum. And yeah, that's the
I'm still
history
just filming
of it. Do I need to do anything differently? Is it good? Do you got what you need?
Yeah, I don't need to hear all that again, so you're good.
Wait, is
Okay.
Matthew basically the director?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Producer, director.
Director/producer.
So let me show you inside the museum. So just a little word of warning. We do like to play some creepy noises, really add to the whole ambiance. People like to be weirded out. We'll turn all this junk off when you guys are here, so that way any ghosts and hauntings that you get are actually you and not just the ambiance. You know?
I snicker. Actually, ghosts.
So head right this way, and I will lead you past the ticket counter. You guys don't have to pay your guests. And he gives a thumbs up to Rebecca, who just looks at him
I give him a thumbs up back.
Great. So, Stan, as we're walking through, can you maybe tell us some of the real, important sightings that you've seen here? Since you say that this place is supposedly haunted. And Stan kind of goes, oh, yeah, totally. Just, for my museum's sake, if you could just not do one continuous walkthrough shot on the show, that would be good. But record anything that you need to right now. I'll give you the brief tour.
Wait, what?
Well,
don't just have a straight walkthrough of the entire museum.
no,
You
just
gotta give
bits and pieces.
I gotta give people a reason to continue coming here. When the exhibits are in full swing. So yeah, I'll lead you to the first place, the Hall of Heebie-Jeebies.
Wow.
So as you guys walk in, you can see that it's basically just a room dedicated to different phobias in different corners. So there's an entire wall of dolls
Ugh,
just
man.
staring at you.
Real spooky in here.
Dolls and puppets that sort of bleed into clown stuff. There are lots of creepy pictures. Yeah, so this is one of the places where a lot of people don't like to spend time in. There's a lot of like doll eyes just kind of looking at you. So yeah, people find it really creepy and unnerving here. I don't know if that's the ghosts or the dolls, but
I zoom into the doll right behind him that's staring at the camera.
Its eyes look directly at the camera.
Yeah, so basically, people say it's like really cold here. There's no vents pointing down. Like the walkthrough will be like super warm in one place and then really cold in the next. And you feel like a very oppressive presence. That's mostly after dark though.
Little
That's,
thing
like,
of air
staff.
that blows air on your legs while you're walking.
Yeah.
4D.
God, no. We don't resort to those kind of cheap tricks. Just like the noises, that's it. Anything else that people have, either it's part of an exhibit or unexplained. Like, we don't like to BS about this kind of stuff. I take the paranormal very seriously.
I zoom out and then just direct it to him as he says, I take it very seriously. Just have it at his
Great.
face.
And then Rebecca goes, great, so do I. Let's move on. And you can tell she's really uncomfortable in this room. Like, more
What's
than
the matter,
she usually
Rebecca?
is.
You spooked by the dolls?
She has. Don't fucking knock the tower down before we even get
Right? So Rebecca looks at you, co-host, and is like, you know what? I don't have to justify any of this to you. People want a good show, and I'm giving them a good show.
I'm just making banter for the thing.
Yeah, so am I. And she turns and huffs.
And I feel like I have like a pamphlet for the place, but it's like rolled up in my hands, and I'm like walking with it like behind me. I don't know why.
So spray us both with the
that's
Bad
like
Kitty
such
spray.
a tourist thing to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we'll get out of here. The next is our cryptozoology wing, and it opens up and it looks sort of like a museum of natural history kind of thing. Only there are skeletons of strange creatures. There are bits and pieces of weird things.
I'm making a big show of inspecting stuff.
I'm going around filming the different things.
but not all of it.
Just
So
little
you
sections.
notice a door.
A door.
You notice a door, and there's a green, like, pulsing light behind it. It's not marked employees only. And you recognize it as the Swamp Thing exhibit.
Alright, let's keep going.
And in the corner, you guys are seeing a lot of really strange stuff, and the room gets noticeably colder as you walk towards the next room. So people report cold spots here, but that's because we have a dude frozen in ice. Supposedly his eyes kind of follow you. This was found in a big expedition to Everest. They brought it back. Some people say it looks like a Bigfoot. Some people say it's just a bloated corpse. I can't tell you what it is. All I know is it's very important to our
In
research.
Sean's head it goes, man, it's a splotch!
We'll let that in post. That's great. That's great.
Shut my friend.
and outside Sean goes, oh, it's like a Sasquatch.
Oh,
It says it normally.
Okay, wait. Can we do the like thing where you kind of do like the interviews that are like inserted into the show?
Yes.
And it's like, man, when I saw that thing, I really thought it was a squirrel.
You have the talking heads.
Yeah, and then okay, that's great.
That would be a good reality show mix.
Yeah.
So if you ever have like an internal monologue, just like
Say it out loud and
Wait, do I get to do those even though I'm the cameraman?
Yes.
I get it!
For the purposes of this game, just look straight into camera
because I think
here.
even in these like ghost hunting shows, even the cameraman is like pretty much a part of the
Yeah.
crew.
Like,
Okay.
people know you're a part of the show. You have your fans.
Okay.
Because you do rile up the hosts a lot.
Okay,
That's
because
part of the
there's
reason why the producer's willing to put up with you.
There's a couple of things that we never like cut out when the cameraman was like saying something to the hosts or like experience
Oh
one
man,
of the
did
chills.
you see that?
Thank
Yeah.
goodness, because this whole time I'm like, I'm a cameraman.
No,
I
no.
can't talk.
You're
And I
not-
want
no.
to say something so snarky right
No,
now.
you're part of the crew.
Okay, good. So
It's just like mostly the hosts that talk.
Yeah.
okay.
I feel bad bad-mouthing the guy's exhibits before
So-
while he's still here, so I'm not going to say anything.
So Rebecca moves
Well, no.
towards the biggest skeleton in the middle of the room. And it's not that big, if we're going to be very honest. And it looks sort of like a cat skeleton, only the skull is completely different. And she points to it and says, "So can you tell me a little bit more about this creature? Apparently this is one of the most complete cryptozoological specimens in the United States."
Have
Like
trouble
some fucking cobbled
pronouncing
together
that, honey.
bullshit.
Yeah, so that's our chupacabra. We actually, somebody shot it, a farmer in New Mexico. A lot of blood sucking going on in the cattle, and he hunted down the beast. Apparently, this was this kid's grandpappy. His words, not mine. It's a grandpa, not a grandpappy. So his
Sean is internally upset.
his,
Grandpappy is fine.
You say that in the interview. Grandpappy is fine.
So his grandpappy had this skeleton for a really long time, died, as grandpappies tend to do. And as they were going through his home, they found it in the basement, and so the kid sent it to me. I was like, oh my god, a whole chupacabra specimen? This is amazing. We've had the bones researched. You may have seen it on a Discovery Channel special, and nobody can explain what it is. It doesn't match any, bone fragment DNA kind of stuff that most real-world species have. So we're pretty sure this is a real bona fide chupacabra. You see the spines on the back of the skeleton?
Man, my cousin Earl swears he saw one of these things way back.
Yeah.
This was good.
So, that's enough. Cryptozoology wing, people don't really see a lot. It's just like the eyes following you on Mr. Iceman over here. Expedition Everest. To bring a little Disney-fied tourist trap kind of stuff here. So yeah, I'll lead you. Here is the main stairwell.
What's an Everest? This is so good.
So here's the main stairwell. So basically, weirdly enough, least paranormal space, and you see it's just a spiral staircase upstairs and then like an open cellar door downstairs. That is like clearly kept propped open and attached to the wall with like a padlock, so that way guests don't get like trapped in at the bottom. Like there are some safety measures. There's also an elevator in here. So yeah, we are ADA compliant, so any wheelchair guests can get up, see the exhibits. Can keep that in the show because a lot of people think that you have to be like super young and fit to be here.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll promote for you.
Great, thank you. So, but this staircase, and he points to the spiral staircase. Weirdly enough, this is where we get the most paranormal activity. So, as the legend has it, after Judith, murdered all those kids, basically, she was found out, but rather than go to prison for the rest of her life, she was a real pretty young lady. I mean, that's the only way you can get away with killing a bunch of husbands, She hung herself right from that light fixture right there. So, and it's this giant chandelier.
I look up and zoom in.
So, chandeliers start swinging typically to a degree where it's not really explainable by like an air vent. It's not just like the little, shiny bits are just like kind of tingly. This motherfucker swings. Am I allowed to say motherfucker on TV?
We're not.
Yeah, we'll wave it out.
Okay.
Oh, this is more work for later. I'll have to carry on, dude. You do.
So, it'll swing. Sometimes people report seeing, like, a body when they're walking in, and then when they go to investigate, the body's gone. And we've actually had reports of some young female workers after hours being pushed down the staircase. We've actually had 3 girls quit. I've seen the bruises. I've seen the bumps. I know these are not the type of girls to just throw themselves downstairs for attention. This isn't like the 1900s. Anyway. So...
Wow, so much for ADA approved. The staircase.
That's a real reason he got an 88 approved, so that if the girls can just roll down. It happened to make it also wheelchair compliant, but this way.
I thought that's what the elevator was for.
No, whatever.
They don't
Yeah,
have like a
that's what the
ramp, it's an
elevator is
elevator.
for. So, as you can see, bathrooms are to the right, so if you need to take a potty break, that's where they are. And then...
What's the host lady's name?
Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca, maybe you should go over there and check for your career.
Hey, Mr. Camera Guy.
Hey.
Oh, you! Manchurial, told him, but
you
she called
should
him
shut
the
your
camera
mouth,
guy.
Because if they wanted your opinion, they would have you be the host.
Yeah, we got more views when I was hired.
Yeah, because we were literally recording it on a camcorder because we couldn't afford anything else.
Ooh. I don't know how to respond to that.
That's what I thought. Great. So
I don't get paid to think.
You don't have to. You don't have to. You're great. You're great.
So Rebecca asks, so I hear that there were shoots here, and
ladders.
Stan.
You mean parachute?
And so Stan looks at her and says, "Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get there. That's on the second floor."
Shoot Sam.
So people have the option of going downstairs by the cellar, but actually we'll head upstairs now. Just ahead of the way is the serial killer wing where we have memorabilia. We actually have the car that Ted Bundy himself, the VW Bug that he used to pick up all the women that he was going to murder. Yeah.
Not that Zodiac killer guy, Mr. Cruz.
How did you get this job?
Rebecca snaps. I think this is the only time that I agree with you.
He connects with the common folk. It's good. It's good.
There is nothing good about this. Anyways, that's so fascinating. But I think we maybe should head upstairs because there's some really compelling stuff up there, right? Yeah, sure. So yeah, right up this staircase. Watch your step. Try not to get pushed by any ghosts.
I just make a sound. And I zoom down to the stairs to just, watch your, to film your feet.
Yeah.
Let's watch that in slow motion.
And so Rebecca says, as she's going up the stairs, she's like, wait. We need to get a couple of shots of me getting some, spiritual energy, right? Because that's her shtick, is that she, is sort of psychic.
That can be, at night.
Well, I mean, you could do that here, or you could do it upstairs in the seance room.
Seance room.
Great! That
Seance
sounds
room
great.
seems more appropriate, yes.
Alright, so I'll lead you upstairs. This is kind of my baby. This is actually what I wrote my doctorate thesis
Wait.
on.
Let's do it a little bit on the stairs. We'll have her, be like, oh, I feel like I sense something, and then it'll, boom, hit you big in the seance room. What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
I think I can work with that. So I'm just gonna...
Don't worry, I'll edit the chandelier to shake.
I'm gonna stand here. So Stan, just kind of go along with it. It's
I'll just
it's gonna be great.
Oh.
So...
It's Sean. You keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Too similar.
So basically a lot of people report seeing a lot of stuff here. I can sense that. I'm getting something with the light fixture.
And I look up to the light and then...
Is this where Judith died?
Zoom back down to
Yes.
Rebecca.
She hung herself actually on that chandelier right there. Okay.
And then I pan from the chandelier to the...
Gosh darn, how does she know that?
Don't worry, we'll edit out the part where you say it before, and then it'll just be crazy.
Okay. And Rebecca turns to me and says, okay, I'm gonna, be very trepidatious about going up this staircase. And I'm
big
gonna...
words.
Yeah, bigger than your dick.
Not mine.
It's not wrong. Shut up.
Wow, this is... It almost feels like something doesn't want us to go upstairs. But I think we can push through.
Nah, we got it, Rebecca. You're psychic.
Alright. Judith.
I'll head up the stairs first.
Judith, may we pass up this staircase?
I look at the
And she
chandelier.
starts, walking slowly.
Back down.
And she kind of motions to you guys and says, quick, come up before she changes her mind.
Is there a brother in the audience? a father, maybe?
I had a father.
I'm sensing a Michael, Matt,
I'm
Martin.
meth.
What is? I was addicted to math.
Anyways, okay, can we speed this up, please? I would really like to get to the point here. I don't want to have to go through like 25 hours of footage just to get 2 hours of good stuff.
You think we're gonna be here for more than 25 hours?
We have to spend a night, remember?
What?
That's not 25 hours, but Rebecca is.
Oh.
I am exaggerating to prove my point. The more time we waste here, the less time we have getting the good shit. And
Well, and that is 8 hours, and you have some time for the evening, so that's at least 2.
What are you doing?
Her talking head and her spurs there is literally just her giving a Jim look to the camera, like Jim from The Office.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, are we done here on the stairwell? Totally. Yeah, cool. So upstairs, that's my pride and joy. I actually wrote my doctorate thesis on it.
In what?
American spiritualism.
What college?
Wow. Harvard.
Phoenix.
Harvard.
Phoenix University.
Harvard!
Oh, so you're an elite as well.
Oh my god.
Did I?
Got his mail-in degree.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm actually really passionate about American history, and I actually did delve pretty deep into 19th century spiritualism and how people would defraud families and how it was basically the backbone of Victorian society, but, you know, you can belittle it, that's cool. He's pissed now.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, got that.
So, yeah. Upstairs, we've got the archive here. You can access any paranormal-related article in the United States here on Microfiche. Pretty cool setup. There's a little projector here. We've also got some articles of note blown up on the wall. Some resources that you can kind of research in, old books. We have some first editions. Those you can't touch, but we have the reprints here as well. So it's kind of a learning library. It's a community space. We also have the ghost hunting exhibit. Here we have old-timey ghost hunting tools. None of your modern EVP kind of stuff, but, you know, spiritual barometers, yeah, the dowsing rods, that kind of thing. It's just some artifacts of the time. And then the Spiritualism Hall. This is where we chronicle the good, the bad, and the fraudly. Where we have all the fakers and kind of the history of American spiritualism. But this is what really gets people going. So every Halloween, we have a seance here. Try to get in contact with Judith herself. And you walk into the room. It's dressed like an old Victorian parlor. There's a big table in the center. There's a Ouija board. Yeah, there's a Ouija board, and there's just, you know, there's a giant chalkboard.
By golly, it's Monopoly.
No, there's a big chalkboard on the side of the room, and it's all lit by one dim lamp.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so it's a theatrical seance, so like everybody knows it's not real, because I really don't like this Ouija board. It actually, interestingly enough, we don't tell the public this, but it was one of the Ouija boards that the cult would use to commune with Judith in their little, like, underground seance type things.
You don't tell the public, but you said it on camera.
Can you edit that out?
Probably.
Good.
We're totally keeping that.
I nod.
He seems satisfied with his explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here in the seance room is where we have the chute, and guests can actually go down. This is where she would send the bodies down into the basement.
Please tell me people pay to go slide down.
I am an entrepreneur. You bet your ass they do.
Of course they do.
Yeah, so
They hold like a glow stick as they go.
yeah.
I give him a fist bump.
So I mean, you can walk down to the basement, or you can actually travel down the chute where the bodies were delivered to the crematorium. Puts you in a little different place than the staircase does. Gets you a little behind the scenes access to a special exhibit down in the basement. So that's kind of like our upsell ticket thing. It's the only way to get down to that section, if you're a member of the public, is to go through this body chute. So ladies first, and he motions to Rebecca.
For a minute there, I was like, what? I have to go first? And
No.
I'm like, oh, right,
Yeah,
I'm a
you're
man.
Was she gonna do the seance thing or what?
Oh, right.
I mean, we should probably say that for when there like aren't a bunch of people here. I'm thinking we can actually maybe try to use the Ouija board here. Wouldn't that add some really nice drama?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So,
I hate Ouija boards.
yeah, me too. Yeah, so, I mean, can't we just take the stairs?
I don't know. I did a Ouija board in the cemetery.
Oh, jeez. What, jeez.
Wow.
Can't we just go down the stairs to get to the place?
Give her a good shove down.
Do you shove her? And she screams all the way down.
I'm
Did you get
feeling
that?
this, like, this is great. This
and
is great.
Stan high fives you. He's like, my man.
And I thumbs up, and I go back to
You go back there.
Like diver style, like
I turn to the owner.
He points to the camera and to the producer and says, "Yeah, there's actually another way to get back to the exhibit if you guys just want to walk down there with me."
I mean, you don't want us to film the experience down. Do you want to save that?
Well, I mean, yeah. Plus, like, it's just pitch black. Like, you'll literally be here, and there'll be a bunch of thumping and bumping that the camera picks up, and then you
got
just...
the night vision. I do, yeah.
You have a GoPro. That's like the only... I just
The
don't
GoPro!
I just don't want you to, like, hurt your camera equipment is all.
Don't worry. I'm a professional. I protect it from anything.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, do it. I'll walk down with Mr. PhD.
Oh my god, you're such an asshole!
Yeah, we're all assholes. That's the point.
Yeah.
So I have,
Excuse you.
I have a
That's
cordless.
Dr. Mr. PhD.
Doctor.
I have a
Dr.
He
cordless.
laughs though. He's actually in good humor about it.
I have a cordless camera because
Yeah.
I'm not a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. And I change lens and turn on the night camera vision or night
The night vision.
And I'm like, okay, looks good. See you downstairs, boss. And then I jump down.
Okay, cool. So,
Woo!
producer guy. We'll walk around this way. So we'll go down the cellar. We'll go down the cellar entrance, and then I'll just lift up I'll let you through the door. It says employees only. That's how you get to the other thing. It also works as an emergency exit. It lights up in an emergency. It says emergency exit. People don't know about that.
Yeah, I get what emergency exits are.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so here's the cellar and
I have a PhD in emergency exits.
here's the
I'm
door.
gonna give you a PhD in anything nowadays.
So, yeah, and he opens it up, and you get downstairs, and you see a bunch of old morgue equipment. So you guys are down there. You've landed on the pad of not breaking bones. That's underneath the chute.
Can I be filming them arguing?
Yeah. So, Rebecca is down here investigating the gurney. That's like, there's an operating table. It's not really a gurney. It's like a full surgeon operating table, theater style. There are a bunch of lights that are off right now, but that would feasibly be used to do that. You see a bunch of medical equipment everywhere, and then you see the furnace where she burned all of the bodies. It's big, it's cavernous, it's unpleasant. And as you guys are in here, like, the whole entire museum upstairs, like, has the noises going, and it's kind of spooky. It's legitimately unsettling down here. There's something.
It sure is spooky.
Yeah, there's something about all this old-timey equipment, and the fact that it's in a windowless basement. There's no natural light. It's lit by one single light bulb. It's not fun.
This is where we're spending the rest of the game, guys. Trying to get out of this basement. It's like Saw.
No. So, Rebecca is landed, and she's immediately yelling at you. You're such an asshole. Why would you push me down the chute?
You're fine, darling.
Yeah.
Wasn't it fun?
No, it was not fun. Now, the only reaction shot that we have is me falling on my ass down here instead of me, like, actually being graceful and interesting. People aren't watching the show to see me screw up. That's your job. That's what people are watching you for.
Well,
You can't do anything right.
The cameraman hasn't gotten down there yet, so.
Yeah, she's just pissed.
Oh, I haven't gotten. I'm still in the chute.
You're on your way down, and you land to this
And-
argument.
And I just stand up. I didn't
It would be really funny if he like landed in his Sean's arms.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo style. Look.
Better yet, in Rebecca's arms.
Look. All I'm saying is maybe be a little bit more considerate. I could have died.
It was a shoot meant for public access, darling.
Yeah, but most of the public doesn't get shoved down head first.
It was fine.
You didn't know what was down here. Anything could have been down here. There could have been other people down here. The museum is still open right now.
He closed it off for us, so that we wouldn't have any interruptions.
Sorry, that was really high pitched.
No, he didn't. Did you not read any of the debriefing?
No.
We're trying to get
I can't
reaction
read.
shots. Jesus.
I'm just like, this is
Whatever.
juicy. This is great.
So the producer
I
and
ain't never had no learning.
Stan opens up the door for the producer to be in here. Yeah, so this is the actual crematorium where she would put the dead bodies. There are various places throughout the home where she actually committed the murders. Actually, one of them is in the employee break room that we did not visit. It's off from the serial killer wing. That was the children's bedroom. People report lots of little kid noises, balls bouncing, things appearing, disappearing. You know, typical poltergeist activity. You know, I mean, if you've ever seen, like, The Shining, all that creepy kid shit, that's about what you can expect in the break room. So she burned the bodies there. This is where she'd dissect them. She had this real thing for, like, understanding how the human body works, but not, like, in a doctor kind of way. Like, how far can we push science kind of way.
Hey, Rebecca, you should sit on it. Oh, even better yet, play on it.
Okay. So Rebecca, like, says to Stan, like, is it okay if I lay on it? Like, I don't want to mess up any of the stuff.
Ooh, better yet, what if this is where you sleep tonight?
She gives
That's
you
a
the
great
eyes.
idea.
She gives you the eyes, and she can't argue.
I'm just smiling.
Oh yeah, no, dude, like.
Sean just has a big shit-eating grin.
So before you do that, I do have to warn you. Like, you're cool to do that. Like, I trust you guys not to fuck up all my exhibits, but we had a couple of people, a lot of my staff, like, to be, like, cool kids. I sometimes will let them, like, you know, invite a couple friends after hours to hang out and do
Bang
things.
on the bed.
There is a no-sex policy. There are cameras everywhere in here. I do not want to see a bunch of dumbass teenagers fucking each other. They know that. They know they'll immediately be fired if they even try it. Like, not what I meant. No, but we did actually have one employee who said they felt like they were being strapped down. Now the straps were actually, you know, like on them, but they couldn't move. Their friends tried to get them off of this surgery table, and they couldn't. So they said the lights suddenly came on here, and he kind of does that, and
Sean
they
jumps the
started
wall.
screaming, and the friends were really confused. I have the footage. I can give it to you at some point. And started screaming about a woman with a scalpel, and then this, like, their shirt totally sliced through, and it drew blood, the whole deal. Everybody was panicking. They pulled the kid off of there. The t-shirt's actually in the museum. Kid donated it after leaving and never coming back.
Donated it?
I mean, he didn't want it in his life. I can understand why.
Is the t-shirt in this room?
It's on the other side in the House's History exhibit that's open to the public. That's not the upcharge. So, word of warning: people get scratched, people get sliced. It's not just putting that out there, since you know you're psychic or whatever, and the paranormal activities manifest towards you. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we definitely need to get that footage so we can put that in the episode.
I look at Rebecca and say, you definitely have to sleep here tonight. It'd be a perfect way to get rid of you.
Ice cold.
If it slices our shirt open, that's good for our ratings.
Wow!
Titties will fall out.
I can't. No, this is a woman, but it's a man. Yeah. No, that's
as your
Sexism.
character.
Yeah, that's sexist.
Hey, idea. Why doesn't my co-host lay down on here? We can strap him in. It'll be great.
Oh, but fans love him.
Oh yeah, he'll get a good goofy react. Go on, dude.
I'll do it. I'm game. I ain't a pussy like Rebecca.
Okay.
You can't say pussy on camera.
I ain't a scaredy cat like Rebecca.
Okay,
You yellow
I'm
belly.
not a scaredy cat. You guys didn't give me the chance, and she pushes
I
you
thought
aside.
you were trying to hide your
Wow.
redneckness.
She pushes you
Fucking
aside.
bait.
Forgot about that.
She pushes you aside and
Reverse
starts
psychology.
to get up on the bed. Or on the surgical table. And she's laying there. And she says, it's like I can sense all the bodies that were here before me.
How many are there?
Did you get that?
I got it. You know, seeing you lay on this, is this surgical?
It's
table?
it's an operating table.
Seeing you lay on this operating table, it must remind you of the time that you got your boobs.
Excuse you.
I'm really trying to be the biggest asshole in life.
you. These are very real. You might not be able to tell because you never actually touched a woman's tits, just your own, but...
They're a great asset for the show.
Near you.
Great. So yeah, good. Am I done here? Can I get off of this bed thing?
I don't know. Can you?
I just go, oh, yeah, no, we totally got that.
Ugh, great. Anyways, so last exhibit, please, Stan. Yeah, sure. So, this is the House's history. That's actually, over there in the corner. You see that pentagram drawn into the ground? That's the actual pentagram where they killed a lot of kids. You can see some of the blood spatter. This was weirdly preserved when when we came in when we were renovating. Nobody wanted to touch it because it was some bad juju. Everybody in town knows about the cult sacrifices here.
Isn't that kind of sick to still have that?
You know, I would say so, but people pay money to come and see it. So, supply and demand.
People are
They
disgusting.
probably just toss
You're-
some ketchup on there every couple days. Don't worry about it.
You're filming this though, like you're not really in a place to be super judgy and like high horsey.
I'm on Stan's side on this. This is a good way to make some money.
Thank you, dude. Sean, you're my man.
Don't call me dude. I'm not a surfer.
You're like so close to the Marcus voice that like, buy something already. Oh no, that's the doctor.
Yeah, doctor said, I'm a doctor. I ain't medically licensed.
I'm obligated.
I'm
to let
legally
you know.
obligated to let you know
No.
that I ain't a real doctor.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Who needs
yeah.
a medical license when you got style?
Is it style or class?
Style.
Style.
Yeah. So basically,
You an Oregon daughter?
there's the T-shirt. Here's a bunch of timelines of Judith, and then the cult, and then how the museum came to be. It's kind of the showstopper, final thing that people go through. So yeah, that's my museum. Pretty impressive, right?
I sure think so.
We've been through a lot of these places. Same old, same old.
Yeah. I'm sure you get a lot of places that have multiple serial murders and cults.
You'd be surprised how many there are in this nation. That's
Well,
what's
that's true.
wrong.
But
with
yours
this
is
nation.
really well put together and organized.
Thank you. Alright, yeah, so I'm basically just gonna let you guys come in
Sean's
here.
brain hurts a little bit after using a 3-syllable word like organized. Organized. Yeah, okay.
The museum is gonna close in about half an hour. Feel free to kind of scope it out, take anything you need. Any employee-only entrances I'm gonna leave unlocked for you guys, just so you can explore it. All that good stuff. You guys have any more questions for me before I go?
Nah, you're good. We can follow up with him later if we do need anything, right?
Yeah.
Phoenix University, right?
Anyway. He actually looks very displeased. So yeah, just be accurate and truthful in your representation of what we're showing here. I really don't want people to think it's more of a ripoff and a hoax than it already is. And yeah, you guys are free to roam here. If you break anything, you buy it. And if you break anything, I will sue you.
Wow, we buy and get sued.
Yeah, that's the buying.
Ugh.
Most of this stuff is irreplaceable artifacts, so don't fuck it up. This is the one time where he's super serious. Like,
No,
great.
We understand.
You understand, do you?
We're professional. You think this is our first rodeo?
I've been to rodeos before.
Oh.
Great.
Oh, right, we don't know that about... No, I do.
Yeah,
I
you
know
do.
it. That's perfect. First rodeo.
We got rid of this my redneck persona is secret. That's not a secret.
That's not a secret.
The other
The
thing
secret is
that
the
happened.
pregnancy.
The secret is the pregnancy.
You have a kid out there.
Great.
I'm a father.
So, Stan takes his leave. 30 minutes pass. You see people kind of filtering out. You get some good wide shots of the place, some exterior shots.
Get some shots of some people shuddering as they leave. That's really
I
good.
gotta go get some shots from outside to, the whole thing. I'll be right back. And so I just walk out with the camera.
Great.
And he never returns.
So, I'm gonna need you to pull.
Oh, sweet. Good.
Look at this kitty.
Look at this kitty. Oh, weren't you supposed to pull...
Oh, shoot, yes. I am supposed to pull what... I think it was...
3 times.
3?
3.
There's 3 players.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's 3 times 2.
I'm gonna say that I am not...
That's like 5.
I feel really
I
bad.
think it's 3 plus the number of players that you have, but I'll just pull 4.
I feel really bad about the things I've been saying, but I'm like, that's what my character would say.
If I'd stuck around with my kid, I'd named him Bubba. Just like my 2nd through 7th brothers.
What are you
This is
Hey,
too
Nick,
fun.
you gotta watch your foot now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm
Why would you do this?
Nelly!
You broke the microphone!
That's probably a big old thump.
I'm so sorry, guys. She is not
You
sorry.
banned me.
I ain't playing.
Right, put it in, yeah.
You break it, you buy it. We'll sue you.
Turn the mic around!
Sorry!
We're so sorry for all the loud noises.
That was my fault. It was 150% my fault.
Did you guys get any of that?
Great.
Oh, did you
The
like my
thumping and
references?
bumping.
Yeah, no, I definitely got that.
Yeah.
Yay!
Can't wait for it to, like, accidentally
Scoot
stop
over.
there.
Okay, let me
Goodness.
give Matthew a big old hug.
Yeah. Well, the good
Pull.
news is because those came out so easily, they weren't load bearing.
Wee.
That doesn't mean that they're not still stability, though.
Oh, by the way, Mally, I hate
Especially
you.
at the bottom.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, if you... Oh, no, they can't really see that on the camera.
Yeah, so I pulled 2 of the bottom 3 of the tower out because I'm a jerk face.
A jerk...
Oh.
A jerk face.
Yes, a jerky McJerk face.
Yeah.
Did you get any of that?
Some idiot put his keyboard there.
Let me move the keyboard back slightly.
I'm so sorry I said mean comments.
No, you're good, you're good.
I feel really bad, especially to the boob job one, because...
Let me just say this right here, right now. These people may or may not be assholes in real life.
No.
You guys don't know that. This is just their characters right now. The characters are not necessarily an accurate depiction of who they are in the real world.
I think Sean is lovely. He's a real nice fella.
I'm myself.
Good.
I'm
yeah, so Rebecca's kind of milling about, and she looks to you and says, "All right, Mr. Producer, what's our first goal? What are we going to do first?"
We gotta go around and hit all the big spooky stuff. We're gonna have to hang around a lot of the big rooms for a while, make sure we get the real spook from them before we
There'll
go
be a
on.
time where we pretend, when it's real dark, and we pretend to be woken up by something.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay.
No, you're real good at that.
You do realize that we don't sleep on these overnights, right?
We pretend.
Y'all want to cuddle up with me?
Anyway, So I'm thinking
I just took my yearly bath.
I'm
What are you doing?
I'm thinking.
This character is so...
My yearly bath.
This character is so good.
Oh my god.
So I'm thinking that we should probably do the seance pretty early in the night. Try to get the spirits involved a little early. Really set it up like we've started something that maybe we weren't supposed to. Like a good spooky, scary horror movie setup.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Oh my god!
I'm not
get it, you meme.
Oh, I'm not there. I'm outside. Remember?
Right. Yeah. So you're outside. You made your pull.
Yeah.
So as you're filming the exterior shots, you notice that people are trickling out. The museum is closed. The close sign is being put on the door. And while you're there, you notice that in the upstairs window of just the general spiritualism kind of area, and really it's actually, yeah, it's the upstairs area is the archive and the hall of spiritualism, the history, are both in the front, and in that window you see a figure dart past it.
Did I get any of that on camera?
You do get it on camera.
And I go, ooh, nice shot. I pat myself on the back. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm a cocky bitch. I don't believe in it.
So, as you do that, you come back in, I'm guessing, right?
I thought, yeah. As soon as I get a few shots, I come back in.
You find the producer evilly stroking his cat next to a desk.
So,
what
you
shall
brought-
we do next?
Fluffy again? No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No.
not with the game.
We're not gonna name the cat Fluffy. How dare you?
So while you guys are inside, the door slams behind you. As Sean has been instructed to do, he slams the door behind you. You can actually hear the door clicking because it is one of those antique style
Stan, you mean.
doors.
I'm Sean.
Yes, Stan. I'm sorry. Wow.
I give a thumbs up. Sounds good.
It's your own fault for coming up with a name too similar to mine.
Actually, it's Matthew's fault.
It's your own fault for coming up with a name too similar to mine.
Perfect.
I didn't name him. He's not my son.
Great. Yeah, so, you guys are in there. There's none of the old ambiance. It's just quiet. And most of the big lights are off. And, as you walk through, where are you guys kind of starting at?
Well, she wanted to do the seance, so let's do that first.
All right. So as you guys head through the the hall of PBGBs, things look real creepy, but they already kind of did before. The lighting hasn't changed too much in here. You walk through the cryptozoology wing, and all of the skeletons and all of the little bits and bobs look a little bit more sinister in the dark because, all the big lights are off. It's just security lighting at this point. And you head up the staircase. Nothing. The staircase creaks, as it always does, because it's a wooden staircase.
I put the camera near it to get the creaking sounds, but we're not keeping this footage. Just need the sounds.
Yeah. And as you guys head upstairs, you guys are you head to the seance room. No big deal. So Rebecca motions to you guys to all sit down, and she looks straight to camera and says, "All right, we're starting off with the seance this evening using the Ouija board that the former cultists used to try to communicate with Judith herself. We're going to invite her into the museum and reveal some of her secrets, hopefully. All right, let's begin. Let's all sit down." And there are candles around the room, so she lights all of them, and she looks at the camera and says, "Is this enough lighting?"
And I just nod.
Nod. Mm-hmm.
Business move.
Great. So I'm gonna need all of us here. So if you could just put the camera on the table, maybe that'd be good. We need more than 3 people for the shot to look good. You know that as much as I do.
And I just put it down onto the table and walk over and sit in a chair, and I just watch the camera.
Yeah, you flip the like view finder or like the image thing around so you can see what it's shooting, right?
Oh yeah. See, camera knowledge.
Yeah.
We don't have in real life.
Yeah, I don't have an actual camera, so. Yeah, I flip it and I
it's
just
on
kind of
selfie mode.
I just kind of lean on the table with my arm like this, looking bored.
Nice. Yeah, so Rebecca motions for you guys to take each other's hands. Before
Man, all your hands are cold and clammy.
So before we get started, a few ground rules.
Wait, is the producer in the show?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The producer's in the shot.
I'm like, don't worry, I'll label that, or I'll tell the editors later to label who you are.
Yeah, no need to be so squeamish about holding hands. Nobody's gonna think you're a homo. Anyway.
Nah, we hang them where I'm from.
Good God! That is so terrible! Stop! Why? Why are you like this?
Oh my God, this character is
horrible. Why are you like this? Oh my God. Anyway, so join hands. We need to channel some of the spirits first. Yeah.
I'm here holding your hand.
If there's anybody in this room, close your eyes, everybody.
Aren't you supposed to be holding a little disc on the...
Not yet. We're getting to that. God, it's like you've never been to a seance before.
I've never been to one where you did it.
Yes, you have. We've done like 12 of these.
Oh.
Who's speaking right now? I do not know your voices.
Oh my God. Can you guys take this seriously for a few seconds?
You didn't let me finish the sentence. I was like, where you did it correctly. And then you cut me off.
Great. Close your eyes. Let yourself be in tune with the psychic energies that surround us. If there are any spirits in the room, please make yourself known.
My character laughs too.
Don't laugh. This is serious business.
Oh, sure.
I take it very seriously. Please keep quiet.
Cletus, can you let out a fart for us?
And let Rebecca speak.
Oh my God. Seriously.
Hey, yo, demon, it's your boy.
Oh my God. It's like I'm working with a bunch of amateurs. Okay. Since you're not willing to give us a sign, we're going to attempt to communicate with you in a more direct way.
Can we open our eyes now?
Yeah, open your eyes.
Well, I liked it better when
Everybody
they were
place
closed. I
one
didn't
finger
see
on the
you then.
planchette of the Ouija board.
Wait, when we like take our open our eyes, the hand thing, I feel like that's this part in like Scooby Doo where it's like the monster was like holding hands on 2 different things. Like, oh, your hands got really cold. I'm okay. Yeah, whatever.
E.T. Oh no, it's not even correct.
Whoa! Oh my God! What is it spelling?
No,
It's
stop,
definitely not me
stop,
doing it.
stop. I can feel you guys moving it. Close your eyes. Wait, no, then we can't read it. Never mind.
You want us to close our
No,
eyes?
don't close your eyes.
Oh, she just wants a chance to fucking fill you up.
Oh my God. And slowly, nothing happens. Alright, I'm gonna ask the ghost a couple of questions. Judith, are you in this room?
Oh. I felt
No.
I felt a little punch.
The pointer goes to no.
No, stop. Stop moving it, guys. Take this seriously.
But see, she has to be in the room.
Don't
if
you
she
want some
made
dramatic footage?
You're
This
right.
is great footage.
Guys, let's get serious.
This is
Thank you.
a bloopers reel.
Good God.
Yes.
We don't have bloopers because then it ruins the illusion that it's real, which it totally is. Oh my God. Okay. Are Are there any other presences in the room?
I mean, we're here.
Alright, everybody.
Let's be serious
Okay.
and just get through the shop.
Yeah, you're right. I can leave earlier and I can go home.
And slowly the planchette moves towards the yes. It's on the left. It's on the left. It's on the left. It starts to move towards the no and then it moves towards the left.
Yes.
Wow, that was indecisive.
Alright. What is your name, spirit? And nothing happens.
Thanks.
Don't move the planchette.
We weren't
Move
moving the
on its
planchette.
own.
We're making sure all our fingers are on it.
Oh my god.
Planchette is a great
Why
game.
don't you ask a couple of questions and see if the spirits want to answer?
All right, we all spirits. Is there anything we can do for you today? This fine evening?
This isn't McDonald's.
Y'all want a taco or something? I'm feeling kind of hungry.
If I was a spirit and didn't have anything to eat, I'd want something to eat too.
You think they eat ghost tacos?
I'm just trying to be considerate.
My stomach
Literally the only time you've ever been considerate in your entire life. But okay, let's see what happens. And slowly, planchette moves from the top right corner back to the S.
Oh, so they want us to do something? Or they want tacos?
Doritos.
I'm pretty sure it's an answer to the direct question.
What would you like? Spirits.
You know what? This is ridiculous. You guys aren't taking this seriously. I'm done here.
I'm taking it seriously.
No, you're not.
I really am.
You're really not.
What if the spirits
See,
want
Finn,
us to do
this
something
is the
to help
kind
us
of
move
person
on?
we have to deal with.
Oh my god. Do not throw me under the bus in front of this camera, all of our viewers, and the spirits.
Yeah, that was at the bus episode. That was a long time ago. We didn't.
Sorry, Valerie.
Haunted bus. It was a train wreck.
So, I
A
know.
bus wreck.
So, you two are the only two with the planchette, with your fingers on the planchette still.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking it seriously.
And the planchette starts moving really quickly.
Okay, I'm legit.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Take it seriously.
Calm down.
No, I'm not
Dude,
doing
slow
anything.
the hell down.
I'm not doing anything.
It's sliding around. And as it's sliding around, the candles start to flicker
I'm watching the letters.
more and
that's
more
going to.
intensely. And it's just pinging around. And so Rebecca immediately puts her finger back on the planchette to try to, like, go along with it. And she yells out, "Who is in the room with us right now?" And it stops on a J.
Mr. James. Sorry.
And it just stops
Could-
there.
It could be anyone.
Judith, I thought you said you weren't in the room. And the planchette slides back to no.
So, is this Judith?
It's Judither, her son.
Were there any other spirits here that names start with J?
I mean, if you listen to the Stan, he did say there's a bunch of people who she murdered.
We don't know her circumstances. And we don't know their circumstances either.
And slowly the planchette slides to an E.
E.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness.
And then an R. Back to E. And then an M and then a Y.
Jeremy!
Are you one of the victims?
And it slams towards no.
What happened to you?
And the planchette just starts spinning.
And I take my finger
Yeah,
off
Rebecca
of
takes
it.
her finger off as well. And it's continuing to spin.
Sorry, this is
Yeah.
legit.
It's spinning,
You gave him this?
and I'm gonna need you to make a roll.
Okay.
Matthew, why?
Thanks a lot, Mally.
I'm an asshole.
He's done.
He's
Alright.
I'm sorry, I feel really goofy today.
No. Good.
I know we're supposed to be both.
we'll get
So,
spooked later on.
The planchette flies off of the board and straight towards you, but you manage to dodge it just in time.
Oh, I don't like catch it or anything.
But you can. You pull. You made a pull. I'm gonna let you.
I catch it.
You catch it.
Holy fuck.
Damn, Mr. Producer.
Did you put a string on that while we weren't looking?
No. Probably not.
And so while you guys are like immersed in all of that, Rebecca is sitting in her chair, and her hands are starting to shake, and she looks really pale. And she looks really bad.
What? Don't tell me you're feeling sick right now.
Her eyes are completely unfocused, and they slowly roll back into her head.
Oh man, she's having an epileptic seizure. Quick, someone put a bullet in her mouth.
What?
She gets up, and as she walks over, it looks a little unnatural. She walks over to the chalkboard that's in the room.
Wait, can I try to handle the planchette?
You can.
Okay.
It's like she doesn't even see you.
Rebecca, come back.
No, let her
Are
do
you
her.
reaching for the camera to get this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Let her do her thing.
I grab it. I'm like, Rebecca, we need you in camera.
No,
And
she's
she
communing with the
Picks
spirits.
up the chalk and writes in very pristine cursive handwriting, "Leave now."
And never come back.
Leave this place.
I'm just like, oh, wow, that's the first time you ever came up with something creative. That's a good shot.
She opens her mouth. Nothing comes out. It's like she's silently screaming.
Wow, I was really expecting you to play a blood-curdling scream
Yeah.
sound effect.
No.
Not yet.
And she's just standing there,
I mean, we do have enough footage.
looking at you.
This is good
That's
stuff.
good stuff. Wow.
Think that's
Maybe
enough for
you
the
did go to
episode?
Juilliard for acting.
And
You can't see me, but I'm standing right beside you.
and you feel
I
a
do?
hand.
I
Yeah.
feel?
You feel a hand on your shoulder, and you are pulled backwards out of your chair.
Oh, I thought I was standing up.
Oh, you're pulled down to the ground wherever you're at.
Oh shit, the camera!
No, I have the camera, damn it! I scream and hold on to the camera as I fall back.
Alright.
Did
And it's a man scream.
do I see anything?
Huh?
Do I see anything?
I don't see anything. I mean, you see your buddy going down on the ground.
Are we buddies?
I mean, you're on a crew together.
Your coworker.
And Rebecca, mouth still open, eyes rolled in the back of her head, immediately heads towards you. Grabs you by the arm with a strength you did not know that she had.
Pops a big one on your lips.
I
No.
drop the camera, but where it obviously bounces around, but it gets to a point where it can see half of this going on. You know, in
Yeah,
horror
yeah, yeah.
movies, yeah,
Like in Wreck. When
Yeah.
I've always
when
loved
the
you,
camera
Fedora
falls on the ground.
Neckbeard. Mwah!
No.
Do I have? Yeah.
So she grabs you by the arm, yanks you,
Becca.
and slides you to the chute. It's in the seance room.
I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
really
you're
know.
good. You're good. Because you're falling down.
Give me the
Are
camera.
you getting all the...
Oh, is there at least they see me go through the
Oh, they
chute?
see you getting
the-
dragged by
in the
Rebecca.
camera.
Yeah,
Okay.
down the chute.
Oh, she's dragging me. She didn't just throw me?
Oh, she picked you up by the arm, dragged you over, and tossed you in.
Tossed me in. Okay, so I'm alone.
You're alone in the basement.
Oh, well, great.
So you two upstairs.
Just the handy camera.
are now in a room with a Rebecca that has just thrown somebody down the chute.
Rebecca, you got on my case for throwing you down the chute. Now you do it to our cameraman? Good on you. It's good for you to lighten up.
This is a good character change. This is good.
She moves towards you.
Now, wait a minute. I'll go on my own. No need to throw me.
She keeps walking towards you.
Producer, get the camera. This'll be good.
She went down the chute with the camera, didn't?
No, the camera's on the ground.
Camera's on the ground.
Oh, okay. I'll go pick it up.
Okay. So, as you do that, do you still have the planchette with you? In your hand, or did you set it down?
Oh, did you?
Sure, I still have it.
I thought
I
you
put
tried
it
to
in my
hand it
pocket
to
or something.
Rebecca.
You tried to hand it to Rebecca. She didn't take it.
Oh.
So the planchette flies out of the area that you have, lands on goodbye, and just keeps spinning on it. And then the Ouija board cracks in half. And Rebecca slumps to the ground,
Oh shit, we're gonna get sued.
totally unconscious.
Do they hear me yelling?
Yeah, I've got the
down
camera,
below?
but I'm obviously not a cameraman, so it's
So it's a
kinda
little
like-
shaky and wobbly.
Got any super glue?
So Rebecca's unconscious right now.
Throw her down the chute.
So what do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna
Let's
put her.
game.
I'm gonna grab her and put her in a seated position so that she doesn't vomit in her mouth and die or whatever. I think I learned something about that. I'm CPR certified.
That's in the talking again. I'm CPR certified.
I'll have you know, I'm not a real doctor. That other guy is. He has a whole PhD.
So what do you do?
I'm just making sure my co-host is okay.
Am I
I'm the host now.
Am I at the bottom yet?
Yeah, you're at the bottom.
I'm gonna start yelling up the chute. Rebecca, you bitch! I need the camera. Who do you think makes you look good? I do!
Who do you think you are? I
I'll just, what if I'm like,
Are you kidding
I'll
me?
just slide it down the chute for you.
am. No, don't do that.
Yeah! Dude, I spent a lot of money on that camera.
We're already getting sued for the board. Oh dear Lord.
I'm just screaming up the
Yeah,
chute.
that's fair.
Angry.
Man, get your butt up here.
Yeah, I'm not good at this camera thing.
Don't touch. What's a camera model?
It better not.
My Phantom Flex.
My Phantom Flex 4000! Until I get up there. You don't have the skills to manage it! I do! And then I walk off to find
Yeah, the door in the stairway.
yeah.
So the first thing that you notice when you're down there is the one little light, the one light bulb. It's flickering.
As they're wont to do.
Yes.
I just, I look at it and say, you piece of shit, and then walk past it.
That's fair.
I'm,
Yeah, so you're headed towards the door.
yeah.
You walk out, you're headed towards the way to get out. Are you going to take the stairs or the elevator? 'Cause if you take the elevator, you can get straight up.
Yeah, and then, but also stairs are sometimes faster than elevators.
That's true.
And spookier.
Well, see, I don't believe in the supernatural,
Yeah.
so I'd probably be like, whatever, and I would just go up the stairs. Because I'm like, I need to get my fucking camera.
Yeah. That's fair.
Wow, that was perfect timing.
Yeah. So you creak your way on up the stairs and yeah, you guys can hear cameraman coming on up.
Wow, did you guys forget my name?
He's a big boy.
Yes.
It's Carl.
Carl the cameraman.
Carl Applewood.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I totally forgot you did too.
It's Carl.
Carl. Great. Yeah. So you hear Carl storming up the stairs on the way.
He's a bit of a stomper.
Yeah.
I'm also mad.
His neighbors hate him.
And
He
as
works $1,000. So. Sorry.
so as you're running up this staircase, nothing happens. You just make your way up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're back up in the seance room.
You
with
ain't a
everybody.
woman, so you don't get thrown back down.
I just storm into the room like, what the hell, Rebecca?
She's unconscious.
She's taking a little nap.
She is so unprofessional.
I seen this once when my cousin Marcus drank way too much beer. Just straight up.
Yeah. I don't care about you and your drunken antics. Give me that camera.
No, alcohol is sinful.
Gladly.
I don't touch a drop.
And I adjust it and fix it.
Alright,
and
can
go.
I like underhand it just a little? It's all you're like a foot in front of me.
Yeah. You're gonna have to pull to catch it.
God!
Can't we try
And you die!
I died to my camera. Why is there scissors here?
It's part of the display.
Yeah, it's part of the horror.
Mr. King Dance on the devil's right. I can't get it out of my head. So,
It's precious. It cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
it was worth the pull.
To save my camera.
Yep.
My only
friend. Yeah, so you catch the camera easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Carl. Good catch.
Oh, look who finally remembered my name.
I've been calling you Carl the whole time. What are you talking
I'm just
about?
joking.
So Rebecca, her eyelids kind of start to flutter. She immediately, she's in the chair because you've gotten her up there, immediately just kind of flops over a little bit and throws up.
I'm holding it and like, oh, this is
Shit, we
perfect.
better clean that up and get some stuff.
Rebecca, come on, this is like, you're increasing the production cost. What? This is...
Well, she looks at you. She's got like vomit on the sides of her mouth. Like this was like pretty close to projectile.
I'm snickering as I am filming this.
And when you guys look closer at what she's just vomited up, it doesn't look anything like vomit.
It's blood.
No, it's ectoplasm.
Oh.
Ectoplasm?
Yeah.
Came in her mouth.
Wow, that was a great juice bag of the
That's why we can't have nice
God.
dread games.
Oh my god. We're bad people.
day. And I go, yeah, what the fuck did you eat, Rebecca? Or do you eat? Oh, well, I guess that's evidence that you do.
She doesn't even try to banter with you. She just sits with her head in her hands. Guys, this is, whatever is here is not okay. It's not okay.
I think we got all we
Just like
need.
cats
We
do.
should probably head out. Maybe clean up the moment first. I'll go get some cleaning supplies from the employee closet. I would head over to one of the employee.
The break room.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well,
are y'all going with?
This is
I'm
a lot
adjusting.
of good footage, but I feel like we could chop it down to like just the good bits, and then there's a lot of exhibits in here. I think we could. I mean, this is the big finale, you know. We really got to make it pop. You know, a couple spooks. I mean, you know, what's her face's house was spookier than this.
I'll say an offside. Oh man, like we can send a big at home and then I'll be the host. She don't feel up to it.
You heard it.
I did.
You heard it.
I'm just like, and I look at my camera, I'm like, is it replaying things? Did I hit the button? And I look behind me like, Stan left, right? I mean, he could come back. He probably's gonna make sure that we're treating his stuff nicely.
I feel real guilty that the Ouija board broke, but I didn't touch it. I don't see what happened. Just old or something.
What did you press a button on my camera? Cause I'm hearing audio.
I don't think so. I just like put
'Cause
it on my shoulder.
Okay, but there's audio playing. Can you hear that? That audio? You can't hear
I
that.
literally can't.
Must be one of the exhibits downstairs.
Yeah, maybe.
Upstairs. I don't remember where
Downstairs. You're upstairs in the seance room.
we are. Downstairs. I know he said you turn off everything, but he probably forgot something.
Yeah, went down at PhD my ass.
It's alright. We all forget things. I have a PhD too.
PhD is.
From Harvey Lee Community College.
That's almost the same thing as Harvard.
Guys, don't. I think maybe we should leave.
I agree, Rebecca. Let me escort you to the door, and you can rest up in the van real quick. We'll just clean up this here vomit
We have
and
a van.
fix everything, and you just like take a rest, all right?
Yeah, I think it'd be great to have some footage without you.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, it's all.
No,
It's
no.
all right. It's all right, Rebecca. You done good.
Do
You
we
done-
have a bunch of shitty bumper stickers like "I honk for ghosts"?
Yeah.
Yes.
Honk if you heart the paranormal, or honk if you heart Bigfoot. That kind of stuff.
So
I look
Scratches.
at Rebecca and say, nice. You actually listen to what I have to say for once. You would recognize
Get me
my
out of here, please.
intelligence.
I'll
Please
take her
get me out
out,
of here.
and I'll take her like
We need
one
you.
one
You're the-
arm over the shoulder.
You're the other person that we
I'll
felt.
be right
Don't
back.
worry, we got your favorite cookies in the car. You know, it'll
All,
be fine.
a bowl full of blue M&Ms. I'll be right back. You can make sure you figure out whatever audio issues going on and clean up the vomit, and I'll be right back after I drop off her
so
back.
I'm supposed to clean up the vomit.
I'll do it if you really want me to.
Well, you better get on it.
I'll be right back. Let
This is
me
not a
take
producer's
Rebecca.
job. These fuckers can do
Let me
it.
take Rebecca to her trailer,
It's
to
not a
our van. It's all right. It's all right. Let me just take you over there, darling.
While they're
Alright.
gone, I'm just gonna like poke around.
I'm gonna just follow you and film you.
Yeah. So which way are you headed?
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs.
With Rebecca, right?
You've got a couple of options. So you've got the main front doors, but those are locked. Because
They
you
are?
lock. Yeah, that's the premise of the show. Is like you lock yourselves in for the night.
How did she think we were gonna get out then?
She isn't thinking right now.
Yeah, and you weren't either.
Her brain turned into ectoplasm.
That's my voice. Don't steal it, producer man.
And it's just a fun voice to do.
So what are you gonna do,
Sorry.
Rebecca? You've got
Oh
that.
man, the front door is locked though. Any windows we can just skedaddle over or back entrance. Emergency exit. Remember, there was an emergency exit.
There is an emergency exit.
Let's take that.
Yeah. So it's through the break room.
It's okay. This is an emergency. You just got very ill.
So you head through the break room, and you exit through the emergency exit door.
We really ought to have a thing for medical emergencies in the future.
And the door opens, and the siren blares for just a moment, and then immediately cuts out. And all of
88 certified by S. Sirens don't even go on for
so
more
the
than a second.
alarms that are on an emergency door, they cut out, and then all of the sudden, all of the other lights cut out too.
Oh, son of a bitch. I can't get...
There's still some lighting. You know, they do actually, because they know it's a mostly windowless room. They've got, you know, security lights, kind of like how they have in the theaters. Some of the exhibits still have lights, but all of the overhead lights are gone.
So for night vision cameras, I know it's a night vision, but don't they also need a little bit of light?
Yeah.
So I turn on like a little bit of light on my camera. Because I know, because like when I watch shows like this, you can tell there's like something shown. Like, it's not a lot, but there's something.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about these. I'm sorry.
So, with the doors open, you get Rebecca out to the van. No problem.
All right, Rebecca, just sit here and drink some water and lie down, and we'll be right out in the jiffy.
Okay.
I'll talk to the producer man and
So you have your cell phone on you, right?
yeah.
In case something comes after me.
Yeah, and here are the keys to the van. You can lock yourself in. We got another set.
Okay.
So you'll
Yeah.
be safe. You'll
Okay.
be okay.
I have the other set.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna argue that. You definitely do.
It's my van.
Yeah.
You did real good tonight, Rebecca. That was some good footage.
Okay. Yeah, don't go back in there. She's caring about
That's just.
You sure?
Don't go back in there. I don't care about the ratings. I don't care about the show. You should just leave. we should just text everybody. We should just.
Let me give him a text.
Never mind.
I'll shoot the producer a text.
Or should
So producer, you get the text.
Oh.
Rebecca freaking the fuck out. Maybe we should not be here. But not duh. Freaking duh fuck out.
Freaking the fuck out. I think we got really good stuff already. I'm sure it's enough.
Yeah, I mean,
And the
like
season finale, the first spookcast that scared us completely out, that's season finale material. I think we're good.
She did throw up strange ectoplasm.
You still have to go in and clean up the mess, though.
Ta-da!
I'm just like
Yeah.
Haunted cleaning supplies! Ah!
I'll show up first thing in the morning and clean up there.
So producer, what do you say to this?
Don't know. I feel like we could still get some other good stuff. There's like a lot of exhibits we haven't seen, and we did the seance, but like there's a lot to this place.
You know what?
He didn't want us to go all the way through the museum, save a lot of spooky shit for his visitors.
And Rebecca looks at you and says, maybe just if you go in, take this. And she takes her cross necklace off and hands it to you.
oh wow.
Why, thank you. And I put it next to like the 3 different ones I have.
Are they like silver and one's like a rosary? Oh, wait, you're not counting.
You're not supposed to wear a rosary.
Whatever.
Oh, I feel like you would.
So,
Sean ain't real big on the rules. He doesn't really get all them reading stuff. He just lacks the look of the necklace.
look, Sean, I'm already in breach of contract, and that dick of a producer is gonna totally ruin you if you don't go back in. So just, if you go back in, be really careful. Yeah.
I'll be fine, Rebecca. Don't you worry.
Okay.
You've been a real big help. You were my inspiration to come work on the show in the first place.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna lock the car now, and just text me if you're coming so I know it's you. Because otherwise I'm not opening this door again.
Alright. I'll send you a text.
And she slams the door shut and locks it immediately.
It's official. Rebecca's the only one who survives the night.
Woo! Shows up in a future Dread game.
Hi guys.
Hi
Which
guys.
is that lady from that TV show?
Who killed all her coworkers or something, went to jail forever.
Great. So you guys are wandering the exhibits, getting
Yeah.
footage.
I'm just
Obviously,
following.
of course.
Oh yeah. Oh
We're
yeah.
not gonna let this, bitch pull us down. We got stuff to do.
Oh.
My name is riding on this show. I'm getting the big boom.
Wait.
after
Wait.
this.
What exhibit are we in?
Yeah.
Let's go to the whatchamacallit rooms.
The
The
what?
the physiological one. With
Oh,
the
the
bones.
skeleton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cryptozoology
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one.
I'm looking at the Iceman,
at the Iceman.
and I walk side to side, and I'm like, look, it really does look like he's watching you.
It's like one of those weird paintings.
Yeah.
It's one of them Sasquatches. I love this place so much.
So you come back in through the employee break room, which, like, the Hall of Cryptozoology actually is connected to that.
I'm gonna get some cleaning supplies,
All right.
like a bucket.
Yeah.
and a
Bucket.
mop,
So there is a bucket and a
Bleach.
mop.
bleach, and some Clorox,
And you find all the cleaning supplies in a little closet.
and a pair of rubber gloves.
There are no rubber gloves.
This is not ADA certified.
That's American Disability Association. It has nothing to do
Excuse
with
me, that's
you.
OSHA! It's OSHA compliance, thank you.
That's the joke.
What the hell is an OSHA? Is that one of them things with lots of water? I only ever been to a lake.
Is that one of them big old lakes?
Oh my god.
You love this character.
I was thinking of the same thing.
It's so terrible, and I love it.
I'm gonna clean up some vomit.
Alright. You're headed up there and you...
What is the producer's name?
Mark, producer.
Mark Producerman.
Producer.
Mark Producerman.
Producer Smith.
Producerman. He's
Mark.
Smith's producers.
Great. So...
I'm gonna like touch the ice.
You're gonna touch the ice.
I'm gonna record this.
Yeah.
So as you do, you hear the ice start to crackle.
Oh shit. I just wanted to see if it really was cold. It wasn't fucking plastic or something.
No, it was ice.
The hell did you fucking do?
And
What's
you're
cooler
walking...
than cool? Ice cold.
Breaking the rules. Just kidding.
Anyway, so as you're walking through, with your cleaning supplies to head upstairs, you hear a very low creak.
I don't hear nothing. I'm going upstairs.
Out of the corner of your eye. You guys are slightly more illuminated by a greenish light.
Do we
And
notice that?
Yeah, because the door to the Swamp Thing exhibit is just creaked open.
Ooh. I look over.
No, I got an appointment with a cleanup on all three. I'm heading upstairs.
I look over and say, ooh, the structure here is not really good. The door opened by itself. Do I see anything through like the crack, or is it just opening?
It's just a little open. The green light again sort of like shines on the room a little bit, but not a lot.
It's really green and bright to be like a little bit.
Is this the plot of Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed?
No.
Did I watch that?
At least Scrappy's not in here.
Fucking scrap. That was
Alright.
the first movie was so bad just because of him.
So,
Spoilers.
Sean, when you get upstairs to the seance room, you're headed up there.
Uh-huh.
Do you take the stairs or the elevator?
I'll take the elevator.
You're gonna take the elevator.
We ain't not done it before.
Ooh,
I've never
big
rid-
mistake.
I've never ridden in an elevator before.
What?
So, you take the elevator up.
I don't know
The
what all
one-
these buttons do. Let me just hit every single one.
The one story.
Yeah, there's only one button.
Yeah. Oh, there's two.
Well, there's
There's- I mean,
the floor
there's a
you're
few.
on. Oh, okay.
There's because there's
up and
it
down.
goes to the basement and the upstairs room.
Mm.
It hits all. Yeah. So you get in the elevator, and when the doors close, there's no music. It's just silent.
I'm whistling my own elevator music because I think it's part of the experience that I never experienced.
Great.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So
I'm Mr. King.
so as you're in the elevator, it stops.
Oh, goodness.
This really ain't ADA certified.
The lights begin to flicker,
Ooh.
Mr. Producer Man, I'm stuck in the elevator.
and you hear the ding,
Ding.
Ding.
and the doors start to open.
Oh, good. I can get out.
Slam shut.
Oh, shit.
And they start opening and closing, but not enough for you to get out of the elevator.
Is this one of them newfangled automatic doors? How does this work? Let me through. We are the Toronto public. We want to shop. Why are you closed?
Ugh.
Yes.
So finally, the music in the elevator comes back on. Well, it comes on for the first time.
Music.
The doors slowly slide open,
Ah, there we go.
and you're on the top floor.
Good. Alright, let's search for this here old vomit puddle.
Well, you know it's in the seance room, which is in the back corner. So you're in the elevator stairs kind of area, and then you've got the ghost hunting exhibit to your left. The archive room is across the way, and the spiritualism hall is by the archive room. So are you gonna head straight to the seance room?
Yeah.
All right. So you get in there. The whiteboard or the chalkboard no longer has the message "Leave now." just says, look behind you.
Let me clean up this here puddle, then I'll do it. I understand. I'm leaving now, but I didn't want to leave a mess in your place. Please
So
understand.
when you look for the vomit,
Just being considerate.
there's nothing there.
Oh. You already cleaned up for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Alright, I'll look behind me now.
So you look over your shoulder. There's nothing.
It's the swamp thing! Oh.
But when you turn around, there's a woman. Rope marks around her nose.
Good evening, ma'am. You looking real pretty.
Come on, it's...
She's standing there. And she starts doing the same thing that Rebecca did earlier. Open mouth, scream. No sound. But her jaw just keeps going.
She's screaming in another dimension, that's why we can't perceive it.
Alright, I'm leaving. Bye.
And she flies towards you.
Ah, shit.
So you're gonna need to pull.
It's okay.
Use the mop to defend yourself.
That's what happens when you're cavalier about the spirit world, son.
I was not cavalier.
You
I was
are
being
cavalier.
I was being
What is
respectful.
cavalier?
Flippant.
I'm not flippant. I was being respectful of their wishes. Just like my mommy always told me to do.
Oh, lucky you.
Lucky me. And everyone after me, because this is going to be just as balanced as it was before.
Alright. So you managed to avoid being enveloped by the increasing darkness that is what used to be her neck and jaw.
Oh my god, it's like one of them Pac-Man.
That's being flippant.
That really is. Alright, I'm leaving. See ya.
So, Will, for a moment, while this has all been going on, what are you two doing?
I look at the producer and say, "Hey, do you want to get some shots of the swamp?"
Shots. Oh.
Everybody!
I mean, the green light will give a cool...
Yeah, I don't really think we should mix alcohol with what we're doing right now.
You know what I mean. Or do you not? Do I have to explain it to you because you're just,
Okay, yeah, let's get some shots of the green guy.
Alright, so, you guys go in. Let me make sure I'm describing this properly. The door, as you're opening it, creaks just as loudly as it did the first time. And it's a really strange kind of room. Unlike the rest of it, which looks like your typical museum, just full of some really creepy stuff. There's just signage that sort of talks about the history of the Swamp Thing. Not the movie, the actual monster of Boggy Creek. It's a small little bog area. And the floor has this special effect that makes it look like you're wading in knee-high water. Lasers, fog, all that good stuff.
Green lasers, fog machines, just like in
Just like at House of Torment.
House of Torment, by the way. Please sponsor us.
So it's really dark, other than the lasers. You can see there's foliage, like fake trees and swamp stuff. And the signs throughout the exhibit, those are the only things that are really clear.
Does it smell like jambalaya?
It does not. So it smells like fog machine.
No.
Yeah.
So as you're wading through the water, it leads you past a little bayou type house where they have a mannequin of what this creature was supposed to look like. And I'm gonna need one of you to pull.
Both of us?
One of you.
Who's gone the least?
And don't worry, you're not gonna die immediately. This is probably gonna be one of those ones where you
While he's like pulling, my character, he's like doing a trick where he dips the camera underneath the laser lights and then pulls it back in, while at the same time he's getting a shot of the mannequin. I don't know. In my head it looks cool. It's hard to describe.
Like you're rising out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
to see the mannequin.
Yeah. So you read the urban legend, and the legend states that this swamp thing in this small town, you wouldn't want to walk alone at night through this area, even though it was a very convenient shortcut from the main part of town towards the more residential areas, because it would suck you in into the ground. And as you're walking, you plummet.
Aww.
No, you should have pulled.
Yep.
I pulled twice already. I yell really loud as I cling to my camera.
Yeah. So the camera's safe and you are fine.
Son of a bitch!
But you're in a room that you don't recognize.
I look up. Do I see the hole?
Yeah. You see, well, you just traveled down another chute.
Mark!
What? Where'd you go? What happened?
I don't fucking know.
Did you not tell us about the swamp thing stuff? I guess we didn't really go there for the tour.
You guys didn't bother asking.
It's a lot, Rebecca.
Is it really dark? Can I not see anything?
No, it's lit.
It's
Baited! You got so baited! End the stream! We done it! We got her! We got her!
I'm gonna use restroom. It's lit.
And the ghost whispers in your ear. It's
Doug.
But there are some fluorescent lights above you.
Does it look like the burner surgery area from earlier?
No.
Oh. I'm just like, I'm dusting myself off, checking the camera. Where the fuck am I?
Yeah. So, are you looking through the camera lens?
No. I'm just like making sure like the lens is not broken. Like I'm looking at it and like fixing it, but I'm not looking through the camera right now.
inspecting it.
Yeah, I'm inspecting it, but I'm not looking.
So there are fluorescent lights down here. Long strip fluorescent lights.
Sorry,
and
something hit the door, and I was like,
you can you can hear you look around you and you see jars.
the fuck is jar? Like mason
Like
jars?
big
Oh,
jars. And
this is like some sci-fi movie stuff.
Yeah.
Someone's frog collection.
so it also smells terrible. And from one end of the room, you hear a loud crash.
Split up.
It smells like formaldehyde.
Hey, do you, I look to the chute. Do you have a map? Do you know what room this is?
Oh, I do.
Handy dandy map.
Good thing I have the pamphlet.
Is it like a jar room? There's jars in here.
Yeah, what does it say?
Nothing. Nothing about this room.
Nothing.
It doesn't even say that there's a chute in the swamp room.
No.
Does it say anything about the chute in the upstairs?
Yeah.
All right, the way.
Secrets.
It smells horrible
Is
down
there
here.
like an exit or anything?
I don't. And I look around.
It's like a maze in here.
I can't tell. It's like a maze. I'm sorry if I'm too loud.
Yeah, so I feel like this is about the time where you would have made it down the stairs from your encounter with the jawed woman.
I'm leaving. I'm out the employee exit.
Oh wow, you just leave us.
Yep. It's my character.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, damn it, I'll finish the show myself if I have to.
So you hear Carl screaming down the chute in the swamp room. So you're just heading to the emergency exit?
That pretty rope Mark Judith lady's gonna kill all my friends.
I couldn't even understand any of the words of that sentence.
That pretty Judith lady's gonna kill all my friends.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the queen of
That's
translation.
that is exactly how he says it. He's so panicked he can hardly speak in his own accent.
I hear it again.
Yeah, you all hear that.
I'm gonna look into my camera now. What the fuck audio did I hit? Do I see something in my camera? Here we go.
Around the corner of one of these little areas, you see a shadowy figure dart.
For the very first time in my professional life, I dropped my camera.
And it breaks.
It doesn't break.
They're sturdy.
Yeah, they're sturdy. They can survive some stuff. And slowly behind you,
Oh goodness.
the first bit of fluorescent lights go out.
Can I, like, poke around in the Swamp Thing room and, like, see if there's, like, a hidden door or, like, something, like, a employee exit, you know,
Yeah.
like before?
Yeah, so what you find, because you pulled, you can actually see that there's a trap door that, like, you finally get close enough because you're being very careful. You can actually see the door kind of, like, be propped up as if it had just been opened. And when you investigate more closely, you can see that it was painted closed and something ripped it up.
Painted closed?
Yeah, like, there are some places where, like, you close it, whatever, and then there are the edges, like, if there's, like, a door that you can open, and people will just paint on top of it, so, like, the floor is all one color. A lot of stages will do it if they're not using old trapdoors. So it was, like, painted, it was clearly not something that was ever being used by the museum.
Oh, I see.
So the lights are flickering.
Oh no. One by one, behind you. They're going out.
I'm fumbling for the camera
Yeah.
and trying to grab it. Do I find it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
What?
gonna try to climb up the chute.
Are you getting anything down there?
I'm not gonna respond.
You can't make it up this chute again, and the lights are coming for you. The
Sir-
darkness is.
Bitch, help me up!
There's no helping you
I
up.
can't get you.
I'm just struggling to try to climb up the chute.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to
I
pull
know.
if you want to keep doing this.
Toss the camera up the chute! Don't just die.
Damn it, producer man, you really suck.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna die. No. Oh, okay, here.
Nally really fucked you over by
Yeah, these are not the
removing all
top
those
3.
bunch from the bottom.
I really fucked all of you over. It's not my fault you scheduled a play for this evening and we had to have a time crunch because of that.
Producer man
It's
specifically
first class.
said that in danger he stays back smartly. He doesn't
Yep.
jump into danger. I'm not gonna hop down the chute and be like,
Oh,
I
right.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to fight this, but I can't see.
Well, you can ahead of you.
Can't hit what you can't see.
Okay, so I pulled.
Yeah.
And I made
And
it.
you made it. Yeah, so you realize going up the chute is a futile effort. And the one thing that you do know is that whatever was ahead of you, something else had to have gotten down there, and it might know the way out. So you know that your best bet is to move forwards towards the light and try not to let the darkness catch up to you.
I grab my camera, slide out, and pull out my handy dandy trusty pocket knife
Yeah.
from
you
my
do.
bag and say, okay, come on, bitch, let's do it. We'll fucking fight. I'll murder you. And then I start walking forward. I'm not afraid of you. I took Krav Maga.
Hey, you still have the camera, right?
Fuck you. And I continue walking.
Nice. Yeah, so as you do, you manage to keep moving ahead of the oncoming darkness, and out of the corner of your eye, you start to see these jars get bigger and bigger. And in one of them, straight ahead, you're about to hit a corner and you can't help but see it's a child's head attached to another child's body.
Oh God.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
I see it and I just like I stand there for a minute shocked and then I puke to the side.
That's fair.
Because I know my character, he's like not into gory.
Oh.
Is it ecto puke?
No, it's real. It's real.
I eat full meals.
Yeah, and so as you keep moving forward, it's obvious that these are the experiments.
Oh.
So you see one child. It's just a picture. You're starting to come to papers, and you see at the end of the way that there's a door. There's also a desk area. And you can see on this desk is a large picture of one of, presumably, the kidnapped children, completely butterflied open.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm sorry, viewers, and I turn the camera away.
And in front of the door is the shadow. And then the door creaks open.
Do I see the shadow through the camera only?
Yeah, just
only?
the camera.
Okay, and I say, are you okay? It's so dumb, but
No response.
I don't know why I thought you could talk to me.
The door creaks open more.
Do you want me to go through that?
And
The door nods at you.
The shadowy figure walks through the door.
Okay. And then I follow with my knife.
With your knife.
My one knife.
Knife.
And my camera.
Knife to know you.
No.
Great, so we'll move back to you two for a little bit before we go to our shadowy adventure figure.
Yeah, I'm following a buddy.
So you're trying to get out the door that you definitely remember leaving open, and it's closed.
Man, this house really does not like Rebecca. They didn't even want her to take part in this.
It's closed?
It's closed.
Like locked?
I mean, you haven't tried it yet.
I'll try the door.
It's locked.
Ah, shit.
This isn't ADA compliant.
You can't just steal my joke. I has to be me.
I has to be me.
Look,
Beautiful.
I've tried.
Great. So,
I'm not good at accents.
what's your next step?
I'm gonna jiggle the hinge or jiggle the handle a bit.
It jiggles.
Try to force it.
Yes. I know you gotta get the cat.
Man, maybe there's a set of keys in this, in one of the employee areas. Maybe not the break room, but the main office.
There is no main
Move the
office.
chips.
In something. There's gotta be a set of keys or something. I need to get out of here.
So are you gonna meet up with your producer friend?
Fuck him. I'm so scared right now.
Alright, so Mr. Producer, what are you doing?
I'm checking on the stuff that I messed with before.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Man, I'm gonna have to turn on a set of generators and avoid a monster with a bunch of meat hooks.
Thanks, Dead by Daylight.
I need like that.
Yeah. Alright, so tell me which places you put your little producer booby traps.
Let's see. There should be stuff right where he is, just like spooky sound effects.
In the employee break room? Oh, yeah. So as you're in there, you hear some, let me make sure this is correct. You hear nothing at first. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a blood-curdling scream. I'm not going to play y'all like that. I'm not going to just pull up like a scream sound effect.
My Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy.
So you hear that response and that your little producer booby trap has gone off without a hitch. Unfortunately, there were no cameras on it. considering your
That's
camera
right
guy
here.
is.
But maybe we heard him
Maybe.
on the camera.
Maybe. Don't worry, your producer's getting the best footage, or your cameraman is getting the best footage you've never seen.
Yeah, no one's seen this. Shadow Men. Are they real? Exclusive footage.
I'm gonna try to break the door down.
Okay.
I don't care if I get sued. It's on the producer's dime anyway.
Okay, yeah, so, Paul.
You won't.
I'm gonna do my best. This is to pull not to break my foot.
No.
This is to pull not to die.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man.
Please.
So you hear these whispers, producer. That's not your booby trap.
Very funny, Sean.
Yeah, so, you kick the door.
Ow, my foot!
No, it swings open.
Oh, get me out of here.
You see a corridor.
What the hell? I don't remember that.
And
Nah, I probably just forgot it.
as you're looking through, the first thing that meets your line of sight is the wall of dolls.
What the? That won't here. That one here.
So what do you do?
Well, I know this is the exit. I don't remember no dolls room being through here. I must have just forgot I was in such a hurry. I don't want to go through there. But I gotta. So bad.
Alright. So it sounds like a child's music box has started playing.
I don't care. I'm going
And
to the
as
exit.
you walk through, all of the doll heads turn towards
Oh.
you.
Oh fuck!
And you may remember that, you know, this is a bunch of phobias. And the dolls lead them to the clowns.
Ooh.
And the puppets.
None of that with my phobias.
And as you walk by the marionettes,
Had a
they
very-
start to judder,
Oh,
flailing around wildly.
Man, people really don't like
I mean, they start swing dancing.
I get the picture. I'm leaving.
humanoid types of toys.
And in front of the door into presumably the cryptozoology area is a clown statue. Just like in the urban legends.
Is he in a rain grate or something?
No.
Does that sound like cat or this?
Th- th-
That-
this
The
is.
metallic sound was the cat licking the bowl.
Well, clowns aren't Sean's phobia. It was the swamp thing, which he's fortunately been able to avoid.
Yeah.
Did I put this?
That's what you think.
I didn't get it.
That's what you think. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to go around the clown. I'm probably running at this point.
As soon as you do that, the child's music box stops, and the clown statue topples over you as you try to go around it.
Do I need to pull? If I die to this damn clown statue, I'm gonna be so upset.
No, don't worry, it's not going to be the clown statue that does you in.
It's gonna be the ghost inside it.
No.
It's the fall. I mean, it's the ground.
I was wondering why we had a swamp monster, and now I know why we have a swamp monster.
I definitely knew it was someone's.
One of
You
my
don't have to pull. I'm just telling you this right now.
One of my cousins was eaten by a gator in a swamp, and I've been scared of them ever since.
Alligators or swamp monsters or swamps?
Penalos Trace.
I don't like things in the water. Oh my god.
I'm such an asshole. I'm not sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mally, you're a terrible person. I just like to let you know that. And I've
Yeah.
pulled 3 times now.
Yeah. And
Because,
you've made it.
because of your hijinks.
Because of your bad decisions.
I have no bad decisions. I'm leaving. I'm leaving just like the chalkboard told me to.
So,
You yelled at, I'm leaving like you asked!
so
I'm
there's...
leaving just like the chalkboard told me to.
So what you realize is that this has a weird weight to it. Almost like it's a person.
This clown statue?
And once the clown statue is on top of you and you get a better look at it, you realize it's Stan.
What?
Stan?
Dressed up in a clown costume.
Oh dear lord.
And there's blood all
Is he
down.
dead?
Yeah. And you notice underneath the red clown, mouth paint right around his mouth.
Oh man, it's just
Carved in is a pentagram very similar to the one downstairs.
oh man, it's just like that scene in Game of Thrones, Light of the Seven. No.
Yeah, so what do you do?
Scream like a bitch and run away.
Good call. Yeah, so you get through the door and you run smack into your producer who's in the cryptozoology area.
How did you...
Oh, well, we're in the Swamp Thing room.
Yeah, okay. That's... You
Sure,
run
I'm
into
close
the,
enough, yeah.
Yeah, you run into the cryptozoology area.
Oh!
I'm running. Just
You're
running.
Running.
Where are you going?
I'm getting out of here.
You gonna try the front doors again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
Full,
know
full on, like, shoulder.
Yeah, it doesn't budge, it doesn't work.
I used to cow tip in the past.
Great. So
This
we're
is
gonna go
heavier
back
than a
to our
cow.
intrepid
Well,
camera
cows
person.
actually sleep laying down, so...
Anyway,
Look.
Cat tipping, is it?
so
Look.
we're
I'm
gonna go back to our
trying here.
cameraman.
I'm following a shadow man with my camera and my knife.
So
I'm like rambling to it, like, look, I have this knife to protect me, but I trust you, little shadow man.
I'm Mr. Shadow.
so
I'm the
you
darkest man in town. Bring me those
I don't like sounds.
I know you don't. So you're following this creature, and just as you get through the door, the last light in the lab area, presumably the lab area, goes out,
This is like the
And-
murder mystery party.
and you hear all of the glass in the room shatter behind you.
I jump and say, shit!
So,
And I have the camera facing towards the darkness.
and since you're on night vision mode, you've caught everything that just happened.
All the glass falling?
Oh, all of the glass shattering from within.
It's okay. Stan can't sue us now.
So you do find yourself behind a bookshelf.
No!
No!
Oh my god.
No.
If the cat knocks over the Jenga tower, then what happens?
Then
Cat dies!
dun, dun, dun.
I think the DM has to reset it.
Yeah, the DM resets it. So, and I wouldn't pull from the bottom two again because I'm not that much of an asshole. Yeah, you follow it and you reach a bookshelf at the end of a corridor, and there's only one book on it.
Do you want me to?
Cooking for
Chill.
dummies.
I'm
Ghost
like looking
hunting
through
for
the
dummies.
camera to talk to Shadow Man.
There's
Cat
shadows
in the
nowhere
hat.
to be seen.
Where did you go? That's all right. And I'm just like spinning around in the room. I know I see the book, but I want to see what else is there.
It's just like the walls, the big bookshelf, and one book on it.
I walk up to it with the camera, so I can read it through the camera, and I read it.
And there's no specific title on it. It's just a notebook. Not bright yellow, but like a rich brown leather.
Can we sense Ryan Gosling's presence?
The Notebook. Yeah. I got it. I just hated it.
For a minute there, I was like, what the hell does this have to do with Ryan Gosling? And now,
I still don't get it.
All right.
The Notebook.
He was the star in the movie The Notebook.
Okay.
I'm chasing after this bitch.
Yeah, that dude. We'll get back to you guys in a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna use my knife to kind of like push it to see if I can read the front.
Yeah. So weirdly enough, it doesn't move.
I just go, that's freaky. I guess I won't be. I won't read this. I won't disrespect your privacy because I'm not an asshole. What the fuck?
Oh man, it's the Ghost Train Man.
Freeze in the station.
That you do hear from the room behind you.
I turn around with the knife. I told you I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. I move on. I won't touch your stuff.
And you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Choo choo, motherfucker!
The hand, you feel it sink into your left arm. And a cold rush goes through you. And you feel your left hand reach towards the book.
What? No.
So as you reach towards the book, you grab it,
No.
you pull down,
No.
and the bookshelf swings open.
Oh, it's a, oh. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand. Lack of communication, but it's cool. No, I got it.
And just as you pass through and you hear these voices, you feel a tug on your hair. I need you to pull.
Do I have hair? Yeah, I probably have hair. I probably have long
If you have a neck beard, you have a ponytail.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh, you don't have to pull.
Well, what happens if you don't pull?
Then it gets worse. There's one point where you will have to pull.
Can't pull from the
I
top.
know. Oh god, I'm gonna die. My character's not the type to do a heroic sacrifice, so he's not gonna do that.
There's not even anyone near you.
I know, that's the thing. There's no way I could pull this without dying.
No, on the bottom here. Look, this is a bunch of threes. Whole bunch of threes.
Oh, shut up.
I can let you pass, 'cause you ain't done everything. Bring me those contracts pronto!
Bring them to the king.
Stop ruining the tension, my god!
Don't mess with King Dust!
Stop with the cuphead nonsense! I will throw my notebook at you.
It's
Why knock the
shaking.
fucking
Do
tower
not
down?
test me!
It's shaking.
Don't you mess with me.
I'm not gonna survive.
Oh.
Easy money.
Oh my goodness!
Big money, no whammies.
Oh shit.
The way
This is the hard part. Oh,
Here
shit.
comes the money. Money.
You move your feet away from this, sir.
Stay. Yay!
All you gotta do is stay.
So you managed to go through this open bookshelf.
But they pulled my hair?
Yeah. Let whatever force is behind you. You feel all of the feeling coming back to your left arm, and you hear this shriek from behind you. And whatever has your hair lets go, and you stumble forward, and the bookshelf slams shuts again.
I
Slam
stumble
shut
to
again.
my feet and I put the camera.
What a terrifying shriek!
I look backwards and I put the camera up and I look through it.
It's just a bookshelf.
And I say, thank you to whoever helped me. I'm very grateful.
And as you turn around with the camera,
In exchange, you must give me your soul.
no, you look to your right.
Creepy Shadow Man.
No, you're in the history of the house area.
And
Oh.
you look to your left.
Mm.
then
And
you
there's a
cross
hooded
the street.
figure.
Oh shit.
I'm holding the knife really tightly and say, oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to look at it.
A Robin Hooded figure.
No.
Sorry.
And the hooded figure slowly starts to pull down the hood. We're gonna go back to the producer.
Great!
Oh, wait, I have a question. Why did you take those 4 blocks out and not put them on top of the tower?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to. So I didn't. You guys can. I'll put it on since it's my job. That's what we're supposed to do. I just forgot.
Yeah,
I
if
just,
they fall down, then it's.
then yeah, if they fall down, I have to reset it and.
Shoot. Darn.
Darn.
There it is.
He's done it.
But that means I'm pulling the bottom 2 again.
Oh. I mean, it's still gonna be more steady than it was.
Is it? Is it though?
Yeah. Yay, we live for another
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I didn't just do that to be convenient, by
No,
the
no,
way.
no.
I only just
No,
saw
I
the
know,
pile
I
of
know.
blocks.
I wasn't. I thought one of you guys had put them back on, and I totally forgot that that's the rules of the thing. Is you put them back on. It's been a couple days since we played Dread.
More than a couple.
Oh,
That's the.
you can't put them on like that either.
I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm just trying to get him in a basic shape and then like use the thing.
She's not even
Dropping
trying.
blocks. I did a fake blow and then it fell over and I was like, oh.
We're gonna use the little thing to make sure it's all square and even. I just want to get all this on here.
I genuinely believe Shadow Buddy is helping me.
Think that all you want. Oh, you mean this Shadow Buddy?
Shadow Buddy. If I survive
Bubble
this,
Buddy!
I'm releasing a toy brand called Shadow Buddy.
Oh, perfect.
Come on, bring him to the king.
Good lord. Who invited you guys?
Me.
This is our apartment.
That's the joke.
We can
Thank
play
you.
our own music.
Oh my god, why is this so... Alright.
If you want
Well,
attention,
it
you have
looks
to
like
come
we've
over
got
here
a couple of
and sit.
options here already. So I'm gonna pull 5.
Go for it.
Wow, okay.
I told you.
No. I was like, I really want a chip. And in my head, I was like, I hope we get a big one. And then, look. Look at this bullshit.
4.
That's just the way the chip crumbles.
That's the way the news goes.
Where did that chip crumbles, or the cookie crumbles, come from?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
It makes me think of the...
Alright, there's your 5.
Who's So Mighty. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Alright. Go team
There
go.
we go.
You fed the cat.
Go, son, go.
That's right, I did.
Look at those bottom 2. They're crooked.
Yep.
Not those.
Well, you guys have a play at 7, so like this can't go on forever.
Yeah.
So does it die? And when we die?
It ends when somebody dies.
That's probably gonna be me.
Alright. So, producer man, you're chasing after your friend.
Yeah.
So where are you headed? You're running
To the door, right?
Yeah, front exit.
to the front exit.
Hey, isn't that near where
No, because you're by the stairs. To get to the stairs, you have to go through the Hall of Heebie-Jeebies cryptozoology. So sort of. You're near the staircase. Yeah. So you run through the cryptozoology wing, back presumably through the Hall of Heebie-Jeebies, because it's the only way to get back to the ticket place. You try the front door. Nothing. It's a heavy, solid oak door. There's no kicking that down.
Is there a window?
What about Applewood?
No.
What about me?
Great. So what do you do? What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna catch up to him and grab him by the arm. And be like, I need you down there in the camera shot with the cameraman. Your co-host abandoned us. I need you in there. We can't just have just footage.
Goodness gracious, please don't send that boy down there.
Where?
Or the swamp man, I'll get him.
Where's the cameraman?
Where's Carl?
He fell down some trap door. I don't know.
Well,
You gotta be down there with him. You'll find a way back up.
Let me text him, and he can come over here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you didn't even think to try your phone, did you?
Yeah,
God.
so,
Go ahead and text Carl.
yeah, Carla, you receive a text message. You feel it vibrate in your pocket.
Well, I'm probably not paying attention to my pocket.
Yep.
I'm probably like, what the fuck is in front of me? I got my knife. The vibration scared me a little.
Yeah,
Shadow
so
Man tickled your thigh.
as you,
It's
you're
another
looking,
spirit grabbing my leg.
waiting and very tensely, and as the hood comes down, it's Rebecca.
The fuck? I actually don't back down.
Yeah.
I'm like, you bitch, what the fuck? Do you think it's fucking funny? Oh, I get it. After all those years of me making fun of you, you decided to do, for the finale, a thing to scare me.
And you see the butcher knife in her hand.
I got one too.
I'm like,
Hers is bigger.
hers is bigger.
So's her penis.
That's the joke!
And I go, oh great, you grab something from a prop room.
And she just starts walking towards you,
Oh, boy.
knife raised.
What? Rebecca! I'm not afraid to fucking use
Wait,
this.
when you say butcher knife, is it like a cleaver?
Yeah, it's closer to a
Okay, so
cleaver.
that's more
Yeah,
of
it's more like a chopper. Yeah.
Cletus.
Yeah. I was originally thinking like Myers, like Michael Myers style, but yeah, we'll do cleaver.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
It's your thing.
yeah, she's
I got this on camera too.
yeah, you do and she lunges at you, and I need you to pull.
Of course. I know.
It would be so funny if the tower still felt that after one pull. Oh my god, that would have been perfect. Pull a second later.
If it had fallen down and that had played, I would have been like Mally. You had a button ready
Did you see me touching anything?
Yeah.
with your
No.
mind.
No, I have them set to like
She
random
is
intervals.
Rebecca.
So Rebecca lunges at you, and you manage to dodge it.
Dodge.
And you still have your camera added bonus.
Yeah, and it's like it's shaking, but
Yeah,
I'm like, you crazy bitch, and I start to run away.
yeah. Good call. So you're headed towards the stairs.
This is great footage. I can just sense it happening.
Are
My
you?
producer senses a tingling. Tingling.
I want to try
I'm
to
tinkling in the
run
corner.
towards the fucking exit.
You're in the basement, sweetheart.
Oh, I thought I was like in
No,
the.
you're in the history of the.
Oh,
You're in the
see.
history of the place.
The only way out
Yeah,
is
then
to
I want to
die.
go stairs.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the stairs. All right.
I thought the basement was the.
Oh yeah, that's right. We
It's
also
the crematorium, and it's the history of the house.
yeah we
Oh.
can
And
go to
there's
the
pentagrams
history
in the corner.
place.
Yeah, you did, because the pentagram is in the corner.
Oh, right, because the T-shirt there. In my head, that was
Yeah.
in a different room.
No.
I think what we have to do
I
is
thought
we
we'd skim past it.
have
At
to
the end.
Nope.
kill the Batman.
Yeah,
Because
so
I made a comment about how that's sick.
yeah. So you run upstairs, and you run straight into your homeboy.
With a knife.
The gang's back together.
No, like you don't smack into him, but you are right there. Like you just about run into each other.
And I put my knife in him. I'm like, don't you be a fucking crazy ass bitch. I know you and Rebecca are probably pulling some dumb prank on me, but don't you fucking try.
Rebecca's in the trailer. What the hell are you talking about?
What? She was just downstairs
It's
with
a
a
bear.
knife.
What?
She tried to stab me. I guess you guys decided to do a whole Revenge of the Camera Guy episode.
Camera dry.
Right.
Yeah. So, Mr. Producer, what are
No, there
You're
wasn't anything
right there with
scripted
them.
like that.
Oh, so Rebecca was there? That's good. At least she was in some of the shots.
Oh, that's good. You know, her with her prop knife trying to lunge at me. Did you plan this? You're
She's
sick
the host of the
fuck.
show. No, I didn't. But, you know, whatever works out, you know?
You know what? After this, I think this is my last day. My services belong somewhere else. Somewhere more qualified than this
I need
shit
all of you to
show.
pull.
Huh?
I need all
I'll
of
pull
you to
first.
pull.
Yeah, it's like us to argue, so.
Yeah.
You.
Come to the king.
And as soon as you put it down, it falls.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, it was loud.
No, it should be stable that way.
Bring them to the king.
Well, you're not next in the couch.
I see how it is. Couch discrimination.
Wow, we're really that horizontal is gonna
Yeah,
be.
next person that has to place one, like, the other way on top is so fucked. You guys hear that dripping?
It's blood.
There.
The blood of the air conditioner.
Oh, she was so ready.
That looks like
These are so fucking sideways, Nick.
I should have said I'm a nice guy to the ghosts.
Nice guy, capital N, capital
Jesus, look at this! Look at this!
He's got
What
a
am
backbone.
So,
Spinal cord.
More spine than you ever had.
Wow.
Rebecca comes up the stairs. Knife cleaver at the ready.
Oh shit, you weren't kidding.
We got the footage. You can stop your shit.
And she advances and she turns on the producer.
Oh.
Damn it.
Ow, shit. That's my phone, key.
And you hear all of the doors in the place slam shut.
Ah.
Hands up, backing away. I don't know why you're doing this. You know, we got the shot already or whatever it was, and you know, you didn't tell me about it beforehand, but it works, so I think we got all the stuff that we need.
You wanted a great season finale. You're gonna get one.
Oh man, did you Harvey Weinstein her?
Oh God.
Topical and really bad.
God. Well, would our characters know this?
Yeah.
Is a
Yeah,
thing?
you're film people, yeah.
Yes. I mean, you knew it.
So here's what's gonna happen.
I'm filming this.
We're resurrecting Judith tonight.
We're doing what now?
You're gonna come with me downstairs. We're gonna finish all of those sacrifices. I know you're a virgin.
Oh.
I'm not. No sacrifice here.
Actually, that wasn't my secret.
She points the cleaver at you and says, "You can go first if you'd like.
I mean,
I'm not too particular."
I can confirm he's not one.
We had sex. Not really. I ain't a homosexual.
So,
It ain't his first rodeo.
Oh my god.
No
Alright, no tension.
that's it. That's it. That's where it ends. Rebecca dies of laughter, and it's the end of the whole thing.
Beautiful.
Ugh. No.
And then the King Dice Strike plays as we fade the credits.
So-
Bring them to the king.
Rebecca snarls at you guys, and she lunges at you. Simple.
Oh! Fuck!
I didn't even get to pull the piece off.
Oh shit!
Even the ghosts are whispering about you.
You died.
Shit! Shit! That's one of our first like
real surprise moments.
surprise deaths that wasn't like a heroic sacrifice. Usually when we get too antsy about it, we're like,
I really
right.
thought you were gonna make that one. I'm so sorry.
You're sorry?
I am
I
a little.
made the backbone. I was trying to add to it.
Dumbass.
Well, shit, she's got a
There
really
you go.
effective jab with that.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry,
Damn,
swing.
she got you good.
She hit Evil Within 3 for all my Dead by Daylight fans.
Is it the Evil Thing 2, the one that just came out?
No, Evil Within 3 is the one that's an insta-down.
Oh, you're talking about some ability.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the Evil Within is a game series.
Yeah.
The second one just came out.
Wasn't it
last
created
week.
by, like, Bethesda?
Yeah, and people said the first one was really bad.
Had a really trippy trailer.
I just remember there was, like, a part where you're, like, wading through blood. Or something. Yeah, that's a lot of it, I think.
There's a lot of horror games nowadays.
Well, no, I mean, like, in the game, I remember, because I watched someone play it, like, you were in a room and you're, like, wading through blood, and there's, like, the whole room is blood, basically. And I was like, okay, well, I see you try to go through horror by being extra gory.
Wow.
I mean, we're gonna straighten it up a little with the thing. Yeah, apologies to everybody watching. Usually our Dread games are like 5 hours long. Usually there's a lot more tension and there's a lot more stuff going on, but we do
It's
have a
because
time
it's the
crunch.
middle of the day.
It's the middle of the day, which is why I wanted to play this at night.
We're sorry.
It's okay.
It's all your fault, you playgoers.
Well,
Yeah.
Nick has to
Fuck
do-
your grades!
Nick has to do it for a class.
Yeah, I really do.
And because when I had to do plays for my class, I would drag him to every single one,
Mhm.
so...
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, usually the tower's a little bit more fair to the players.
Well, it definitely was not fair.
Power to the players.
Yeah, so since you died, I now pull 6.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, is it gonna be like that?
Well, I just failed a pull on me. We don't know if I died.
She was coming with a cleaver, and you failed to pull.
It's not like I even had anything to defend myself with.
You could have jumped out of the way. Grabbed a lamp.
There's 3.
Now you're Rebecca. Damn, he really did. He really did Harvey Weinstein her.
What is... I don't know what that reference is.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like a big producer guy.
2 for 1! Look at that!
He's
Yeah.
a big producer guy who recently got found and he's being tried for sexual assault, harassment and assault because he's been like, for over decades I think, he's been like
Yeah.
doing that to women because he has the power and he's like, if you do this for me, you get a role.
Yeah.
And he finally got like caught and now he's just like, oh well, I realized that what I've done wrong. Back in my day when I was, younger, it was normal, but now I know it's not and I'm gonna learn.
Yeah, well, he got fired from his own company. So.
Yeah.
So Rebecca, channeling the superhuman strength that you saw earlier when she threw Kurt down the...
Who?
I just watched Heathers, I'm sorry!
Who's Kurt?
Carl.
Carl. Sorry, I just watched Heathers and one of the characters is Kurt. That's his name. So when she threw Carl down the stairs,
The shoot.
the shoot, damn it, shoot.
Carl!
She grabs Mark by the throat,
Ooh.
and she's just come up from the stairwell and does throw you down the stairs.
Ouch.
I know what the fuck.
She runs down, and you guys upstairs can hear the screams and the sound of steel ripping through flesh.
Fuck.
The crunch as the cleaver enters Mark's skull.
Oh god. I'm like, dude, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You sure are right. Luckily, I have a concealed carry hold. I'm not really. But I guess he normally is, but the producer insisted.
You can have a gun. I'll allow it. You're a huge country hick.
I am a huge country hick, but he didn't allow it.
Okay.
Not on set.
So,
He didn't know about my name.
Yeah, how many
you.
times we need him shooting up the place every time someone, gets tickled.
So,
It's happened before.
Carl,
Oh God.
I'm
in
gonna
the corner of your eye,
I'm gonna grab the fire extinguisher.
you see a shadow. It's short.
In the eye or in the camera? Because I'm still.
Oh,
moving.
you're still looking through the camera?
Yeah, I've
Then
done
you
most.
see it through the camera.
I do most of this shit like this. I'm so
Yeah.
used to it. It's like basically
Second
my
nature.
neck. Yeah. And I look over there. I'm like, Shadow Man.
And now that you're in a less, you're still
Oh.
pretty panicked, but you can see that it's child-shaped.
You're not Shadow Man, but I
Shadow
guess you're
Kid.
friends.
Skull Kid,
And the shadow tilts its head.
get me out of here.
Why? You helped me earlier. Could you help us find a way out? I believe in you now. I'm just.
Yeah,
solid.
you're babbling,
Yeah.
and the shadow figure starts skipping away.
I grab his hand. I'm like, let's go, my friend.
Oh, Jesus!
And I follow Shadow
And I
Kid.
get dragged behind
Shadow Kid.
Skull Kid.
Skull Kid.
Yeah, so
Watch out,
Your
Shadow's
lost
Kid's gonna...
ones play.
Shadow Kid actually is heading up the stairs.
I stop and say, is there an
No.
exit this way?
There might be a fire
The
escape.
Shadow Kid doesn't turn around, just keeps skipping.
Probably a fire escape or something.
You think? Wait, how?
Maybe one of the windows.
The Shadow Kid is almost out of your range.
Fuck, he's getting away.
Keep going, keep going.
I followed him before. He was nice. Let's go.
I know, I'm following you. I believe you.
So you guys are on the
Shadow
stairs.
quality.
The chandelier begins to swing.
Did you just assume they're shadow gender?
The chandelier begins to swing, and you feel an oppressive force, like it's blocking you from heading up the rest of the way. Kind of like what Rebecca was miming earlier.
Miming?
Yeah, like what she's faking.
Oh, right. When we were.
Oh, this presence is so overwhelming.
Mhm.
Now you understand what it really feels like to be overwhelmed by a presence.
Judith, please let us through.
God, her personality fills up the room.
We just want to leave and not die.
So, as you're slowly trying to push through this, you hear a cackle. You hear the creaks of somebody coming up from the basement on the stairs. And you know it's only a matter of time before Rebecca is on you.
Oh shit.
So what do?
We still can't get up the stairs. We're
Oh, 'cause
pushing
You're
Judith-
just
through.
moving really slowly.
I'm gonna try harder. I'll even pull the try super hard.
Alright, go for it.
Time for me to die.
I mean, it just got re-put up, so.
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
That means nothing, because I'm a jerk, tower prepper.
I made it very stable.
He didn't want us to die.
Yeah, your friend saved you from the afterlife.
Fake
Feels-
heroic sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So as you guys are standing there on the stairwell, Sean, you use every bit of your willpower to get past this psychic block. And the chandelier begins to swing even more wildly. And as you break through, it crashes to the ground,
Boy.
narrowly missing Rebecca, who's on the bottom of the stairs. And you can get through.
I can't.
You can't. So you're gonna have to pull.
I'm yelling, fuck, and I'm pushing, even though I'm like, I don't know what I'm pushing against. Stop, you're shaking the couch.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. Push, you're almost there. It's a boy.
So just as Rebecca begins to make her way onto the stairwell, you also break through. And you see around the corner the small figure turn towards the archive room.
Okay. Is he in front of me?
Yeah.
I'm like, go in there. And I'm pushing him. And I'm like, thanks, kid, as I'm pushing him.
All right.
I trust these shadow people way too much.
Yeah, you do.
I know.
You do.
I mean, I'm gonna trust the shadow kid over the bitch with the knife.
I mean, shadow guy helped me earlier.
Well, he led you to the bitch with the knife.
But he also helped me get out of a room with, like, things trying to kill me.
So I'm gonna need you both to pull one more time.
I go first.
Okay.
Ladies first. Yellow bellies first.
That's
I'm
racist.
Dirty Dan.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Spartacus!
What? I'm lost in the Dirty Dams.
And the Spartacus?
Yeah.
Learn your SpongeBob
No one wants
jelly.
SpongeBob.
I did as a kid, but I don't remember every single quote.
You probably don't even know chocolate. Dude, I got you good.
Go.
We
I
want to
li-
use Dirty Dan.
Oh, I'm Dirty Dan.
All right.
3 wishes, take it or leave it.
So you get into the archive room, and you realize that there's an outline in the middle of the floor that's been painted over.
Oh, fuck!
But it's towards the end, and it looks like it's kind of overhanging. It's like almost in the corner, like it leads outside. So there's clearly something that's been painted over that you could maybe pull open.
Yeah, let's do that. I pull, and I pull.
No, you don't actually pull there.
Oh, okay.
So you manage to get it open through the combined force of both of you.
Yeah.
The power of friendship.
I would probably help. I'd put the camera down at that point.
Yeah.
You've got a friend in me, place.
So you open it up. You see there's one more chute.
Shoot.
Later.
That is what they're called.
And you have 2 options. You can take it,
Or
or
Well,
you
you
can go
leave
against
it.
no, or you can go against Rebecca.
Or maybe we send Rebecca down the chute, and then she has to come back up the stairs again. Then she'll be too tired to fight.
I know my character.
Train her
My
mana.
character would be like, "Fuck, let's go," and I would go.
And my
down
character would
first.
already be down the chute while she's while you say
No,
that.
Now you end up down there.
I probably would go down. Yeah, I would not try to fight. I mean, I said I would fight, but at the same time, I'm probably a little bitch.
So, you guys get down the chute. You land on garbage.
Oh, well.
Oh
like,
man,
garbage or
man,
bad
who put
garbage?
the producer's corpse here?
I asked if it's good garbage or bad
And
garbage.
the camera catches the both of you going down the chute.
Oh, I didn't take it with me.
No. You said you set it down.
I did,
You
yeah.
did.
Oh, you fucked up. Unprofessional.
So you
Not
guys,
even my legacy will be preserved.
you guys get out of the place.
Oh wow, we survived.
Yeah, you did, because it's almost 6, and you guys have to be somewhere at 7.
Oh shit, we
7:30.
survived.
7:30. Okay.
You could have.
You could have thrown us into bad
You could
trash.
have killed us. This is nothing.
I'm sorry, I was being conscientious.
First time for everything, just like Rebecca said to Sean.
Yeah.
Man, I should have grabbed the camera.
So the camera catches. This is kind of like our last horror movie scene. We see through the camera Rebecca storm through, bloodied, wild-eyed. And we see shadows start to come out from the corners of the room. They're all small, kid-sized.
Please be shadow buddies.
They pull her to the ground, just out of view of the camera. And all you can hear is her screams.
Oh, this is perfect.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't!
You guys don't have the keys to the car either.
No.
Rebecca has them and I have them.
Yeah.
We're just gonna,
Oh fuck,
we're just
running.
gonna walk.
You know? I don't even...
It's a tourist area. I mean, you guys are by the highway. You're close to the highway, so...
I'm calling a lift.
I told you ghost people, shadow people were our friends.
No, you were right.
I followed shadows. I was right.
And in
I'll
the
never say
silence
anything
of
bad
the night-
against the shadow person or black person ever again.
So the good news,
Wow.
you guys managed to get a call because your cell phones work.
Yeah.
You just never used them, hardly.
Okay.
I was too scared.
Yeah, and you guys managed to get away. Police come in the next day. Rebecca's nowhere to be found. Find your producer. You get the camera. You give it to the network. You walk away.
Oh, so we actually get the footage.
Oh, you do. The network
Well,
airs it.
People know that you died.
Unedited.
Unedited?
Oh my god.
I mean, yes, but also
Yeah.
that seems
That's
very...
the best ratings I've ever had!
Oh, yeah. Later, you guys are contacted by the network to run the show one more time.
Oh, fuck.
Dun, dun.
Ta-da!
No!
There's the end.
And
No.
I say no.
You're allowed to say no.
And I say no.
So there's the end of our Dread game. Under a little bit of
And
a
now our
time
career
crunch.
dies, pushes over.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do
No.
that.
They're like, this is a great horror movie.
Yeah. So, that's Dread. A little bit different than usual. It's usually a little better when there's, like, spooky darkness outside. But yeah. This one took more of a horror comedy spin, which is totally fine. 'Cause
You're always fun.
You did
I had-
not seem fine with it.
No, I didn't have a whole lot planned, and there were a lot of moments where,
And it was
like,
not
out of
my-
character joking broke the tension, which it just tells me that you guys weren't really interested in a tense game today.
No, we were having fun.
Exactly.
It was a lot of fun.
So that's the most important thing, is everybody walked out of here having fun and dying. Just one.
Well, just one.
Just one, sorry.
That's what I get.
Yeah.
Nick sung all the King Die songs, and I pay the price.
So yeah, we'll be back to our regular D&D campaign, starting next week, running some level 1 characters through Nick's wonderful campaign, and
Equally
check
comedic and humorous.
out, yeah. So if you like humorous Dread games, check out our Sorority Dread, where these fools played a bunch of sorority girls and shenanigans ensued. You can also check out some of our other past Dread games, Masks games, and Urban Shadow games, all on our YouTube channel. That's linked below, as are our other social media platforms. We've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, we've got YouTube, we've got Instagram, we've got it all. Oh,
We
yeah.
even had a Vine before it was shut down.
No,
That's not,
we
that's
did
not true. We never
That's
had
a
a
not
Vine.
true.
falsehood.
That's
a
not true.
falsehood.
I think Vine shut
but-
down before we got it.
You can also follow us here on Twitch, so you get notified when we're doing crazy stuff like this.
I'm pretty sure the other one's supposed to be on.
Ahead of time, or you get notification when it happens. I think that's it. Is that it? Did we cover everything?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love having you here. Even if you're just watching this like afterwards.
In the podcast.
Yeah, in the podcast or on YouTube or whatever. Please check it out. And we hope to see you at our next very scary Dread game.
Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye.